boys, gentlemen, ladies and girls, all the human species. It's game day! It's game day! It's Old Firm day! It's Glasgow Derby day! Whatever side of the fence you're on, either way the fence is pointy, it's aggressive, and this one's going to be very much a match worth watching. How yous all day? Nice to see you, chat. How yous all day? And hopefully everything is working as intended. We'll be switching over just momentarily while I set things up here. How you doing, kid? And we'll shout out the first few. Hail, hail, hail. Okay, I mean, I suppose that's one way to say it. But I'm doing relatively alright, kid, despite the complications of the week. Nice to see you as well, Flash. Likewise with you, Kev. How yous all doing? It's game day. It's a very important match. It's pretty straightforward how this one has to go. Let's be honest, for both sides, this is probably the definition of a meaningful derby. Let's be honest, right? If Rangers lose this, they know that their season is, for all intents and purposes, really much under fire. And if Celtic manage to fuck it again, then, well, realistically, it gives Hearts the incentive to really go on and potentially really push for a even bigger gap before the split, let's be honest, because both teams, again, are struggling for form here and there. Celtic kind of gave us a little bit of hope, and I think that's the issue that I'm having, is that the game against Stuttgart was relatively promising, mainly just because Sinisalo was actually diving to his left. I know, a goalkeeper that dives to his left. I know we don't play goalkeepers that do that often, but we did this time, so yay. Hopefully we can have something like that today. Sinisalo was pretty decent against Stuttgart. He didn't make too many, on the line type saves, but he made a couple of really good, fundamental shot stops. So something like that today would be quite nice. Let's be fucking honest. Anything besides that would be problematic, though. Let's be honest as well. I mean, Rangers, they're coming in with a bit more form than us, I would say, in terms of, domestic form anyway. We've been struggling over the last few match days, let's be honest. The game against Hibs is pretty much the reason we're in this fucking position where we need to win this game. It would have been nice if we took the 3 points in that one, but for whatever reason, the referees just weren't really on our favour. But you can say the same for Rangers as well. They did not exactly get lucky against Livingston, so both teams are kind of feeling a wee bit stung. And I mean, we've seen the referee discussion heading into this game. We all know who's in charge for it. It's a pretty fucking... It's going to be one of those ones. I hope that the referees don't make the game about the referees. That is all I can hope for. I don't need VAR to give me some dodgy decision for or against us. I just want it to be a clean, decent, refereed game. No bullshit, no drama, no fuss. If that can be the case, brilliant. But we know how it tends to fucking go with these goddamn important matches. There's always a stupid decision or a stupid call for the referee that tends to fuck things over. It's just going to be a case of who gets it today. It's going to be one of those ones. But yeah, I was about to switch over to that screen as you said that. Nice to see you, Kevin. Nice to see you, my guy. Was your score prediction? It's right here. Once we switch over to that screen, boom, there you go. You can also get a look at the lineups and stuff before we kick off. We've got about 5 to 6 minutes, give or take, before we do that. But we'll start with Rangers' side because, I mean, let's be honest, it's the home side. We always do that first. It's Butland that's in between the sticks for the Gers the day. They've got Remens and Sterling as their fall backs, with Suter and Fernandez as their centre-back pairing. Shukwani and Raskin are their two holding midfielders, with Skovholsen and Mikey more or less playing as anchors. They'll be more or less left and right wingers, but they'll kind of fold in to be almost right attacking and left attacking midfielders as well when needed. So just to give them that extra, body in the midfield might not be a bad idea, especially the way that Celtic set up. Of course, Donadiri, who's been a bit of an interesting signing for Rangers since he's came in. He looks relatively alright, I've got to be honest with you. And the man that gave us a lot of fucking problems in the last Old Firm, despite the fact that they weren't exactly the best team in the game. Shermiti was definitely one of the better players in form that day, and it was pretty much the reason they fucking won. Also because Kasper Schmeichel. But nonetheless, we move. For Celtic, it's a pretty interesting lineup. We can't really argue with it. It's, mainly just because... Look! No Schmeichel! Oh, we have a chance. We have a very slight chance, It's very close, I have no idea. You just got back from Stuttgart. Oh, we'd love to see you, man. Well, the he's at least had something to expecting to see an absolute beatdown. What the fuck is my mic doing? Of course it does this right as I go live. No problems for the last hour and a half. We'll have to keep my eye on that again. But for us, it is pretty straightforward. It's Cinnasalon between the sticks. Araujo and Tierney are off full backs. No Trusty, obviously, we tried to appeal the red card, but the SFA will just like Lamal fuck off and please die. So instead it's Dane Murray that starts and Scales beside him. There was really, Mike, why are you doing this? There is a case. It's going to just rub the purse. We'll try and fix that to the best degree we can, but of course, literally, no, I had this PC open for 3 fucking hours before, not once did I do that, as soon as I start. But Araujo and Tierney, I like that. I mean, there was obviously the case that we could have gone with Sriracha. Tierney is one of the centre-backs, and we could have kept Scales, but Murray's got the nod for this one. We'll be interesting to see how he approaches this. But the midfield, a lot of people were going to be kind of asking the question, Rio or fucking... Dude, I'm going to actually lose it with this shit in a minute, man. Literally not a single fucking issue until I go live, and then all of a sudden, like, every time with this shit. Thanks. Boys are getting ready to walk out the tunnel, though. But I like the way that we've got the rest of it going. We've got Benji Negrin playing as our anchored cam. He has been our key man this season for all intents and purposes. He's the only player that's been consistently half decent. Yang starting on the right hand side isn't a bad shout either. And Dyson playing on the left is always a nice positive thing to see. But Adamo starting up front will be the kind of key watch, because he was pretty good in his opening debut match. Obviously that kind of last minute flicking was obviously a very welcome addition to a very struggling season so far. So if they can score at Ibrox, it'd be massive. You got two very interesting setups, let's say. You know, Rangers are definitely going to be going for the throat based on the way they're shaped, but Celtic are kind of continuing as is, but being a bit more aggressive with the shape. It's not a flat 3, it's a bit more of an advanced 3, so as long as Benji Boy's got the legs today, which, I mean, they showed some good signs off the bench in Stuttgart as well, so anything along those lines would be quite positive for us today. If you want a little look at the bench, there you go. There's a little gander, a couple of key faces that you might see on either side. We could obviously rely on some key things. There is no Schmeichel on the bench either. I want to clarify that as well. By the way, it's Duhan that's in for that reason, but again, you probably won't see him because Cinnasalon, unless he gets like killed or something, probably won't get taken off. But a couple of key faces that you might want to keep an eye out: Shvanshara, McCowan, who scored that goal against Stuttgart. He doesn't get the nod today, but we can bring Tenekte, Sriracha, Rio, Benjamin Arthur if we really desperately need him. And of course, we got Forrest and Donovan as backup choices as well, should we need them. For Rangers, a couple of key faces that might feature and probably will feature would be the likes of Tavernier, of course, Barami, Gassama, Diamonde and Miovski as well. So they've got a couple of key faces on either side that can definitely do the damage. It's just a case of what side does. I'm looking fucking forward to this, man. The boys look ready. The fucking teams, I mean, look at the atmosphere as well. You've got to say the boys at the other end of the stadium are going to have to be carrying a lot today, because holy shit, the boys are going to be under some pressure, let's say that much. But for those just coming in or whatever else, we'll hope that you are enjoying yourselves. Let's hope that this one's just half decent. We'll read the lineups one last time in a moment or so as they kind of get ready to line up. PC, no, that was the issue with the last stream. Like, for those that are wondering why the Hibs game ended up having to be a fucking members only VOD, is because when I was watching it back, there was numerous times where the mic kept cutting in and out for like 2-3 second stints. Pissed me the hell off, man. So hopefully it kind of doesn't do that as much today. It seems to be holding out for now once I reset it, so keep that up. Nice to see you, Pedro. Hope you're well. And just going for height. Can't see Celtic getting anything today, but can't see it. Well, I mean, a lot of people said that about the Stuttgart game as well, man. Myself included. It was just more or less about hoping that the boys defensively are switched on, right? If you have a good set defensive team, then you can get something out of any game. But again, Ibrox is a bit of a kind of stale shot for us. We don't really pick up too many results here, at least in recent years, you know, so it is a harder game on paper for us than a lot of people are expecting. But with what's on the line, that's where the character's truly tested. If Rangers win this, they're well and truly back in the title fight. They're probably the favourites to chase Hearts from this point if they win today. But if Celtic win, they've got that extra game in hand still, on top of the fact that we're already ahead of them. It's going to throw up some interesting situations for both sides. So speaking of those teams, let's read them out as follows. For Rangers, it's Butland that is in between the sticks. Fernandez and Suter are their two centre-backs, with Romens and Sterling as their fall-back choices. They've got Chukwani and Raskin as their two holding midfielders. And of course, you would expect Scovolson and Mikey Moore to feature in the team, but they're coming in, again, more or less as left and right attacking midfielders. If you don't know Rangers' shape, they'll push to be wingers when needed. They'll drop in central into the midfield when not. They've got Nadiri and Shermite playing as their two striking options. Nice to see you, I hope you're well, mate. We're 1-0. I mean, if we can just grab a 1-0, Pedro, we'll absolutely take that as well, as long as it's 3 goddamn fucking points. I am more than chuffed with that if we can do it. For us, it's Sirasalo that will be carrying the hopes of us between the sticks today. Scales and Dane Murray as our centre-back pairings. Araujo and Tierney are our full-back choices. McGregor, our skipper, alongside Oxley Chamberlain as our holding midfield options, with Benji Nigrin playing as a more advanced central attacking one. Daisen Maeda and Yang are Korean and Japanese counterparts respectively, doing what needs to be done. Yang on the right, Maeda on the left, and of course our key man up front today, based on what Alex, I hope Alex has a good fucking game, because he's got some really good long passing, get a good cross in, and that's where Adamu can come in clutch. Big man has to do it, but we've kicked off on our screen. Football time, gentlemen. We need a good game. That is all we can fucking hope for, man. Anything besides that, we're under some real fucking pressure today. It's that simple. We'll go up here, we should have the stats, so we go. We can switch over to those, and they'll update in real time as the game goes along. Anyone that's with us, I hope you're well, hope you're enjoying yourself. And let's hope for a good game. It's sent forward by Celtic, and immediately there's a good, there's a good interception there. Rangers are going to try and dance into the box. It's a lovely ball forward into the box, actually, and immediately they go for a quick cross. About 35-40 seconds in, there's a, I wouldn't say a clear-cut chance, but Chukwani put in a half-decent ball. Sinisalo's calm enough to collect it. That shows you exactly where the intent is. We'll definitely take that as a respectable start. If they're just doing crosses like that the whole game, I suppose we'll take it, but it'll more or less just come down to trying to keep the boys in the midfield as occupied as possible, and besides that's going to be problematic for us. And I mean, Sutter's already just been dicked there, so I mean, Physicality's definitely on that. Damn, just bundle Sutter over it as a foul, catches him in the back end. No real contest there. Straightforward and simple enough. Butland's just going to tee this one up and try and send it in as high as possible. I know it's what I said at the start of the stream, Flash. I can only hope that the referees don't make the game about themselves. Right, like, as long as that's not the case, I'd honestly take it. It's one of those. Oh, we try to go forward there, it doesn't necessarily work out, and it could still be a threat, although I don't understand what the attempted pass was there. Might will chase it down and at least get the bounce off his Sutter, so at least the defence has been put under pressure early on. Sutter tripped up in the first minute and then chased down by Mead in the second. It's signs of pressure at least. You feel like Ibrox is absolutely packed out and ready today, and you don't blame them in the goddamn slightest. It's a big match for both Glasgow sides. We talked about, if you want a little look at the table beforehand, let's have a gander at it, because it is important. Like we said, we're the only teams that are alive at the current point in time, but as things stand, Rangers would still be 6 points behind Hearts if it ends as is, but again, Celtic have that game in hand as well, so any switch at pace for us would be nice, although Rangers are trying to get in behind here, so I'm just holding my tongue in case something happens, but Araujo does well to get on the end of it and gets it cleared, although it's only about 30 yards away. Nice to see you, Connie. Nice. Oh, stuck up, boy. Oh, love to see that, man. That's what we're talking about with the fellow that was saying that he got back for the Stuttgart game not too long ago, man. It's always nice to see, like, teams from other leagues give us a wee bit of a backing. I've always got a lot of love for Stuttgart, man. I've done numerous career saves with them. That's a brilliant run forward for McGregor, although the pass is a little slack. Rangers will get a body to it at the very least, but it was always just going to bounce forward, and Sinisalo will just let that run by him. As calm as you like, no problems at all, man. Things you love to see. Likewise with that. Perfect timing. How you doing, Order, man? How you doing? Hope you're well. You're bricking it well. Shouldn't have asked the first question then, should have. God damn. Well, I think we're all absolutely going to be a little tense and nervous, right? Again, there's some unproven characters in this Celtic team, and Adamu, Sinisalo's not had too many starting matches, especially domestically as well. Of course, Dane Murray coming in instead of a more key midfielder, and Trusty is always going to be a bit of a interesting watch as well. But again, both teams not necessarily comfortable on the ball early on. It looked like it took a bounce there. It could have been a Celtic throw in. It looked like it came off at the back end, but it seems that the linesman agrees with Stirling that it came off of Tierney, so a throw in for Rangers instead. The arguments there, it probably did. Oh, the Rangers do us a nice little courtesy and give it straight back. Chukwuani's pass is not exactly on target there. Again, the one interesting thing about the way that Rangers set up is what happens if we decide to kind of go for the jugular, especially in the midfield, because it's going to be a 3v4 matchup, right? But if you get one really good ball, that's the issue right there though. If we fucking lose it stupidly like that, it's an immediate chance for Rangers to break, and it's a great ball through. This could be a big chance for Rangers early on here. Into the box, they go for a shot, although it's brilliantly defended in fairness by Dane. Gets his head in the way. It might have been on target, might have been wide of the post, but neither way was it going to risk it. And Tierney eventually gets in the end of a little deflected touch, and that's good defence for Celtic, but we kind of caused our own problems there with that really slack bit of passing there from Chamberlain. We need to wake the fuck up with those ones. Right as I was talking about it, man. It's another good ball in behind. I don't know if he's onside or not, but either way, once again, Dane Murray gets across and puts a leg in. Good hustle for the big man early on. Nice to see, Eddie. Hope you're well, man. The Rangers will be in a little nervous. It will be to an extent. There's a lot more pressure on them to win this game than us, but again, it's the pressure of champions. You know that you can't afford to fuck it, and Ibrox has been one of those places for us. On a corner early on, they've got a lot of physicality. Obviously, Fernandez being one of the key players there that's over 6 foot, although they opt to play it short. This one's interesting. They might go for a whip cross. He's offside, surely. Referee keeps his flag down anyway, and then it goes up about 10 seconds later. He looked offside as soon as the ball went in. They've eventually kind of pulled it back. Dane Murray is looking solid, I like him. Early doors, it's a nice 2 wee blocks. He was definitely, he was offside by about a solid 3 or 4 yards at least. I mean, Sanasillo still was quick enough to react to it, by the way, still saved it, but yeah, I think it was quite comfortable to say that the Belgian was a couple of centimetres in front of his defensive man there. Good awareness for asking to get into the space, though. You got to gain credit for that much. So both teams not playing comfortable, but they're trying to play controlling football, and you can appreciate that for both sides. They're not playing with too much nerves. It's a decent bounce. Adamo can't really control the first touch, Suter doesn't waste any chances and gets it out. All that takes a bounce, and I think Araujo was just again a bit too aggressive. They try to play the advantage, but the referee had long blown for the foul on the back of, I think, Mikey Mueller. It's a bit of a strong one again for the Mexican going into the back of him. You've got to let him know you're there, I get that, but probably could have just gave him a more friendly body and probably forced him to touch it back to his man rather than just kind of blow him out. It's one of those, right? Is that your prediction, Dryson? Honestly, can't really argue with it. Is that for Celtic or against it? I don't know, but presuming that you're either a Celtic or a Rangers fan, my guy, so one or the other. It's going to be sent forward. That's a good little steal there for McGregor, although he's made a pretty risky one going back. There's a poor fucking giveaway there. Listen to what I'm talking about. Our midfielders can't be doing that shit. Played across edge of the area. It's played in behind as well. Good little skip pass, takes a big deflection. It's an overhead kick and it's gone in. Are you fucking kidding me on, man? Well, there's a great start for us. That is fucking pathetic on all fronts. It all starts with a skipper giving it away and then running back into his own box. What the fuck was he doing? Look, respectfully, McGregor, you're solely responsible for that and nobody else. Why the fuck are you that stupid in the first place to even do that? Just if in doubt, man, it's rule 1 of defensive football. You put yourself under pressure, put Araujo under pressure, they give the ball away and it's a simple run for like, what the fuck was that, man? It's just so fucking poor for both of them. Araujo does everything he can to give it away. They're trying to claim foul, but doesn't seem like there is too much of a case for one. It's just really poor fucking body positioning. And a simple cross into the box that nobody fucking reads, by the way. Nobody marks him. Nobody gives fucking Araujo the call that Chamiti's just waltzing in behind him because, of course, nobody wants to look. And it's a lovely fucking shot. You can't take anything away for the finish, but for fuck's sake, man, why is it always the same pish? We do everything we can to give the ball away first. Well, that's fucking great, man. Quite literally their first actual real chance, and straight into the back of the net. Cool. We need to respond by doing the same thing. Brilliant. There's a reason why I said they'd score this game. There's a reason the prediction's 2-1. But fuck sake with this, man. Absolute fucking roasters at the back once again. Araujo, why the fuck was that touch needed? I don't understand what McGregor was doing either. Two key players for us. Just completely fucking melted there. Surprise a fucking prize. Seriously wondering what McGregor's doing, man. Literally the fucking commentators are asking the same question. Like, what was the point in that? Silly little touchback, and yeah, man does not cover himself in glory. Ball's whipped into the box, takes a bit of a bounce and deflection. I think it might be a second corner kick for us at least. Came off his Stirling by the looks of it, or someone in that. And got another corner kick chance. Celtic inviting pressure constantly. Well, not really, it's more or less just giving the ball away. That time it's straight up just giving the ball away. It's a good bit of hold-up play though, it's still in the box and dangerous. We go for a bit of a cross, but ours is just poorly dealt with. That is a horrible touch, we still have it though. Never mind, because Chamberlain wants to be a skill fucking merchant. This is why, man! No foul, because of course the referees ain't going to give you that, big man. You forget where you're at, mate? I'll fucking just get up and run. This ain't the fucking Premier League. You can't be a goddamn prima donna. You need to get up and fucking go. Rangers get into the box again here, man. Whipped cross over everybody. Touchdown and thankfully fucking wide. This is getting ridiculous, man. Going to be too shortly. Fucking feels like it. All the optimism evaporated because, again, nobody wants to be defensively consistent. They want to be fucking retards. Good for them. The only one that switched on is Dane fucking Murray, which is a surprise, considering the fact that he's the one that's had the least goddamn minutes. He was the concern coming into the game. Why is he the only one that's showing any goddamn composure at the fucking back now? Literally fucking really needed to have a positive start here, and we've done everything but. Our captain's giving the fucking ball away in a stupid fucking silly dumbass way as well. It's just a perfect start. If you're a Rangers fan, you're loving it, man. You're like, god damn, like, yes. We haven't had to do shit, and we've been able to score an overhead kick that was just given straight to us. Like, excellent from their perspective. For Mouse, if you're Martin O'Neill, you're wondering what the fuck the point in this goddamn team is. McGregor gets in to put another block, another corner kick. Like, if we're just going to be defending the whole fucking time, is there a point in me wasting, like, mine? Like, what the fuck is going on here, boys? Like, respectfully, get it out your goddamn arse. All good at winning when the fucking pressure's off. You're absolute wet wipes, man. You need to fucking show some form of backbone at all. Just any form of backbone. It would be nice. That was a more or less a shot from the corner than an actual cross from there at the top of the net. It didn't look too threatening from the... Well, that's actually a good pass for us if we can move it. Tierney tries to bundle up the line. Goes for a long switch. It's going to be a chase down between Yang and Romans. That's a decent bit of hustle in for the South Korean, but again, it just doesn't fucking do well with it. We do well to get the ball back. It's going to be just about dealt with. That's a slight trip up there. It looked like it was a trip up on Adana, but referee doesn't seem too interested. Scales pops it back, and McGregor, there you go. That's the composed touch that we know and love. Do that more, you fucking asshole. Played into space. Let's run it, boys. Try and do... Oh, no, we're going to hold it and then go back. Yay. Yay, this is... Oh my god, man. It's like prime Brendan ball again. Actually a promising angle of attack, and then we immediately just go to the fucking side anyway. Like, what was the point in doing all the intricate passing just to go sideways? And it's fucking... Wow. Just ridiculous on all fronts, man. But it is what it is. Why is there always someone free at the back post? It always seems to be the problem for us. We need to see a fucking sign of life, man. It's been 15 minutes and I've barely seen anything from like the third. We've seen maybe a bit of pressing from fucking Maeda and that has been it. Speak of the devil, he shall arrive, tries to get into space. He's going to stay on the chase down with Sterling. He's going to force his man to clear. Scales gets in front of his man. It's going to be a throw-in for Rangers anyway, so what the fuck was the point in that, you stupid this is what I'm talking about. They're only trying to commit to fouls that they... Even when you should win it comfortably, you even fucking make that look difficult, man. Just get a leg on it, that's all you need to do, but he fucking charges in at full speed. If that takes a weird bounce, you've put like Dane Money on his own against 3 Rangers players there, man. High risk for very little reward there. Well, the defensive shape is confusing as shit as well. I'm really trying to struggle to figure out what the fucking actual game plan is with the positioning. It's a good ball over the top and Young's done well to cut into space. That's a good little move. How's your control? Decent. Dyson's into the box. Come on, big man. That's fucking... Oh my god. Oh my god. This is the Maeda we've got now, eh? No fucking urgency on that one at all. You just cut it back without fucking really aiming now. Is that your whole thing? Bro, just get Tenecte on if that's going to be the fucking mindset for the goddamn pace merchant of our club. Look, bro, you're literally designed for pace. You should attack there. Ball into space is half decent, but just overshots. Adama's run a little bit and goes into the hands. No, you're definitely not wrong. It was what I said. The kind of concern would have been Rio or Ox. They went with Ox, and Ox has not had a great start, to be fully honest with you. Oof, it was nearly a good interception for Nygren there. He stays on his man to make it awkward, but Chukwani does well to just kind of roll off his man, gets it across the Suter. No passion or backbone in this team. So they've got playing aggressive, then we play aggressive. Yeah, we're pretty much just trying to match them, and that's not a good idea to do, especially when they have the home crowd sway. The game has slowed down since they've scored, admittedly, but again, that's because they know that they're the ones that don't have to do all the pressurising now. It's Celtic that have to do all the heavy fucking lifting. We put ourselves in the spot. That's going to tell. Oh my god, man! It's like fucking. It's genuinely FIFA with the sliders on. Even though McGregor does well to get the ball out from under his feet, takes a deflection. Where does it bounce off his shin? Out for a throw-in for Rangers. Every bounce is going their way. It's just it really feels like one of those fucking games so far, man. Don't understand why Tenecte isn't on this pitch, given his importance as an attacking winger. Don't know why McCowan wasn't on this pitch, given the fact that he was the only half-decent player in the first half against Stuttgart, especially when it came to that fucking driving run. We really could have, you know, gone with McCowan in the midfield and Tenecte out left. That would have made more sense to me. But I guess we're doing this. It's a decent ball in behind. It could be threatening if we shift it quickly. I think it's going to be a corner kick at least, so that's something to smile about, but we should have done a bit more with that. Captain's done, I think. I mean, definitely hasn't covered himself in glory. Like I said, I don't mind the quality of the goal. Rangers' goal was genuinely world class. Can't take anything away for Trinity strike, but I'm just sick and tired of watching us give the ball away to lead to them. Like, it's just very silly. Corner kick chance though. The referee's just having some words. I think we see it. No skills and show quality that. I still don't know what a backbone is, or a back line apparently. Ball into the box. It's half decent. Oh, took an awkward bounce. It could have. The second one could have really gone anywhere, but Rangers get the first kind of head to it. Skills tries to do. Oh my god! Please tell me that's ours. No, of fucking course. It's another FIFA bounce. Skills does well to get the back heel through, but it deflects. Where does it bounce off? Tierney's shin deflects out for a fucking Rangers goal kick. Can you fucking morons just control the ball? Just get a touch on it. You don't need to constantly run at full fucking speed, you goddamn... Oh, dude, it's just the same fucking 5 things on repeat. It's like we need to check off a bingo card the absolute shite to get something good to happen. It's just not worth the watch half the time, man. Botland's going to send this one as far forward as he can muster it. It's a good header for Dane. Give him credit. He's the only one that's fucking tried to show up in any capacity today. Says a lot because all he's really done is put in 2 half decent blocks. That's it. It's the only noteworthy player of this fucking match for us so far. Good step in there for Araujo. Well-timed challenge. You can credit for that, but the pass is fucking woeful. So you follow something up that's good with something that's absolutely woeful. You're just proving the point, man. Fucking hell. Why do all the heavy lifting? Why do all the hard yards to fuck up the easy shit? It is so dumb watching this team at times, man. The flag's going up as a run for Romans. I think he's offside there. No, it seems so. Not been the same since Nancy was manager. Well, I know, to be fair, it takes a soul out of any club, but I just feel bad for O'Neill, man. Oh my fucking god, what's the point in Adamu being on the pitch as well, man? He's not dropping in to try and help with the hold-up play. He's just standing there. He's wasting a spot, like Chamberlain's wasting a spot. He's barely fucking touched the ball. Negrin should just drop back into the flat pack again because he's getting no fucking advanced runs. So why is he playing as a central attacking midfielder? We've been playing this game for 20 fucking minutes and there's been very little attacking from us. So drop the fucking shape in and hold the midfield. That's the priority right now, winning that battle. But we seem to be insistent on like, play for the back and then punt it forward like fucking 16 yards through the middle and the heart of the Rangers team. And if we get it into one of the midfielders, they'll just run backwards 10 yards and then pass it to Sinisalo. So why do the advanced pass in the fucking first place? Just level them out and go side to side. Like, it's like any time it makes sense to go for a long pass, to go for a short one and vice versa. It's just a wee bit, They need to dig it out, man. Just get one bit of individual brilliance. Exactly what Rangers just did to us. Just get someone on the end of an overhead fucking kick and actually just have like a slight piece of hope to restore the faith, man. But as it stands right now, we've got Daizen Maeda running around like he's fucking babysitting these kids. Half baked, half fucking interested. You need to wake up, big man, and get involved in the play. So do you, Adamu. At least Yang's trying to make runs. The only exception to the rule. Played out far side, Tierney. Cuts it back towards Scales. Rolled in forwards McGregor. That's a really decent take and touch, actually. Are you taking the fucking piss with this? Like, come on, just get it into the box. That's alright. That's so... Butlins came out and claimed it, though. At least we got it into the box. What are you down injured for now, Butland? You freak. Get the fuck up. You downhole. Bro, you didn't even get touched, and if you did, it was by your own damn player. Yeah, was his own player and didn't even get bumped that much, man. Player bounced after you, mate. Get the fuck up and play the ball. You can tell by the way Alan McGregor's smiling. He's like, that's definitely something to talk in the fucking training ground. Waste as much time as possible. Fair enough, though. Look nervous again. Look depressed. We're playing depressed. It's one of those. You just have to smile at it and accept it because what the fuck else are you supposed to do, right? If you don't laugh, you cry. And I can't be arsed crying at this shit at the club right now. I love that. Even though like you win the header and you still somehow lose the header, it's incredible. I'm actually baffled how every fucking bounce just is somehow going their way. I don't get this. Usually when you win a 50-50, you win the 50-50, but it comes off and hits the Rangers player and still bounces through for a Rangers run. They're trying to play now. Cut back. Romance might go for a quick switch cross here, but he lays it off instead. Got overlapping runs on either side here. Chukwani. No. Holds it back across. Fernandez. To Sewer. Dances forward a little. Gets it out towards the edge of the area. Cut back and Celtic engage a bit more of a half decent press this time, but again Rangers are just 1-2 passing around it. That could have been a foul either way, but Sinisalo's quick to get out, and that's a lovely bit of extended play. Chamberlain's done fucking finally some footwork. Oh my god, well done. Played forward. There's a chance for Celtic to break. Maeda, just fucking get him off the pitch. He is just send him the way there now. Fucking throw him to Japan at this point. The guy is not interested. He does not care. He's already mentally checked out. How the fuck are you doing that, man? He takes one touch and he's like, oh well, nobody's there, so I'm just going to cross it. That's why we need Tenecte, because Tenecte would cut it in and make a fucking play, or at least lay it off for another runner. Not be a fucking useless prick and just swing at it wildly. Please, Maeda, use your fucking strength, which is your speed, mate. Just waltzing around with his shoulders down by his arse like, oh, I'm fucking fed up. We're fed up of you as well, mate. How about that? How about you fucking wake up and actually perform to the ability you fucking sit there and parade yourself around to say that you're so good at the level you're at? You want to sit there and fucking bitch about how you're not playing at a club over there? Fucking... Bro, any Premier League team would not take you in the form you're in right now. Fucking Championship team wouldn't take you in the form you're in right now. Get out of your fucking arse, mate. Fucking waltzing around like he belongs in the Japanese national team. You barely belong in the fucking first team for Celtic. Get it out your fucking arse and play the game, Dyson, man. For fuck's sake. There's a miss-slice. Oh my god, man. Can you fucking idiots... Oh my god! We've just fucked it again! It's 2-0 Rangers because we can't defend! Nobody wants to defend! Nobody... You're just handing them the game. Dane Murray can fuck off and drown and all, man. Both... every single one of these worthless fucks, man. It's 2-0. I do not fucking believe these motherfuckers. I can't be arsed. Get them to fuck. Genuinely get them to fuck. How do you always make your own issues? It's seriously baffling now. There was barely any pressure on it, man. But fucking Dane mis-swings it at Araujo. Doesn't deal with it. Chumity just fucking stands there and it bounces to him somehow. Sinisalo comes running out like Schmeichel personified. And there you go. Game over. Bunch of fucking idiots, man. Spineless, fucking, stupid cunts. The lot of them, man. Like I said, it's just individualism. One fucking striker is switched on for Rangers. That's all they need. Because our defenders will hand them the chances. I'm ending this stream at half time and I'm done with the rest of this season, man. Every fucking time. I'm done. Can't all be fucked with this goddamn club, man. See until this fucking board is popped out and there's some actual investment. What the fuck am I wasting my... I can't even... Like, there's not as if you can sit there and be like, oh, Rangers don't deserve it. Because they have been playing the better stuff. But it is bafflingly just stupid how we are making our own mistakes. Like, this is a game where you're supposed to have some fucking passion about you. Look what Rangers are doing. They're not playing the fucking best stuff. They're just waiting for us and knowing like, well, they'll crank under the pressure. If I'm O'Neill, man, I'm putting my fucking tie in at half time and I'm just going home and enjoying my retirement. Why would you risk the fucking heart failure for this? I genuinely do not know. Makes you wonder what the fuck Stuttgart were doing a few days ago, man. They must have still been on the Swally or some shit, because this is fucking ridiculous. They have the fucking audacity, man. Fucking McCowan sitting there, oh, we're still the best team in the country. Well, fucking play like it then! Because what I'm seeing is currently the 4th best! Motherwell are playing better than us! Fucking Hearts are outclassing us! Rangers with a fucking basic ass system are outclassing us! But why? Because we don't invest. And yet I guarantee you the pricks in the suits and ties are sitting there and going, oh, but don't worry, we'll be doing that in summer. You'll be lucky if you are a fucking club by the summer, because they're trying to pull themselves apart. This is the type of shit that gets under my skin more than anything. I don't mind losing, but I mind losing in a very shitty way. See if we fucking, like, if we had given them a fight, if this was like a hard fought, like we'd been dominating the game or whatever and Rangers had just got lucky with too, then you could maybe make a case. But it's the fact that we have barely fucking tried, man. There has been zero effort from any motherfucker on that pitch. whatsoever. The one guy that we tried to give credit for, in fucking Dane Murray, oh, wow, immediately defensive mistake and he gives a fucking ball away for the second. And Adam has just been fucking clotted by Suter, but I guess no card applies there despite a full fucking literal, that's an NFL challenge, bro, but whatever. Any game that involves pressure, mate, we pop like a fucking balloon, that's our problem. Bunch of spineless cunts at the back, man. If I'm Robertson, I'm rethinking joining this club, man. That's what I'm saying, Jam. If it was hard fought, you'd be like, fair enough, but there is no fucking fight in this team. I've seen more interesting fights at goddamn fucking nurseries, man. Like, what is this? Spineless shite, man. Round there, a shot and goal, yeah. No surprise. Maeda's walking around like he isn't even fucking on the pitch. He's walking like he's on the summer break back in his home country. Useless prick. We need to see signs of life, man. Just any sign of life at this point. We've got 15 minutes left in the fucking half. But if we do not see any form of fucking improvement in any capacity, man, I am not really going to bother with the second half whatsoever, man. I'm just going to fucking leave it. Because I should be putting in the same effort that these cunts are at barely any, right? Oh my fucking god, another poor giveaway. Do you know what, man? I'm done with you, Chamberlain, as well, man. Fucking park him back to the Arsenal's training ground. Useless fat prick, man. Genuinely have lost any ability to want to actually give commentary. I'm just observing the absolute shithousery that is this team. Rangers barely have looked like they've had to get out of second gear, man. Like, there's Arajo getting into like, that's not a penalty, just ran into him, you can fuck off. At least Beaton didn't try and brother beating his way out of that one, fair. I suppose the one thing we can say, at least the referees haven't made the game about themselves. Our defenders have made this one about them. What the fuck, really? That's just... No, fair enough, ref, whatever. Cool. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're both pulling on each other's shot there. But to be honest, the Rangers man has stayed down, so fair enough. They doing what's that? Oh, it's a mythic being that sometimes shows up in our games and does alright, but every other match he's just useless. Which is amazing because he has been our most consistent player this season by a fucking long shot, which is, I mean, that tells you all you need to know when our midfielder is scoring the most goals for us. Shows the lack of striker options, which is evident by the fact we haven't had a fucking shot on target, so what the fuck's the point in Adama being on the pitch? What's the point in fucking Maeda being on the pitch? It would have made more sense to start Svinchara and Tenekte, in my personal opinion, but again, Martin O'Neill must have just woke up and forgot to take his goddamn memory meds or some shit, because, again, this is what we got instead. We need to score this half or show something. Yeah. Just any fucking... Just like, even a decent shot that forces Butland to make a good save. Just any sign of life at all. Just... Like, I mean, considering the fact that there are teams that are literally playing in fucking the bottom half of the SPFL that have came to Ibrox and given them more fucking trifling challenges than this shit. It's the type of stuff you would expect Falkirk to be fucking doing, or fucking maybe St Johnstone in the Championship. Or Broth, maybe. Honestly, I feel like Queen's Park came to fucking Ibrox and gave them more of a fight. Oh my god, man, you can't even defend fucking balls into the box with any fucking vigour or goddamn gusto. It's just stale as fuck, man. A bunch of these cunts need popped out. New manager won't change your name with the same board. Yep. That's why we need to change a whole bunch of shit. From top to bottom, but defensively is the issue. This game, you can't really blame it on the tactics. It's just straight up two fucking unbelievably just shit pieces of defending. McGregor is solely at fault for the first one, and then a mixture of fucking Araujo and Dane for the second. All we need is Tierney to fuck it up and we've basically covered everything, man. Every defender would have made a catastrophic game-changing error. Look, we've done this in 35 minutes, by the way. Just fucking pathetic, man. Genuinely fucking pathetic. You have to smile at it. You can't sit there and say, like, well, this is surprising. Part of you know that Celtic would need to be at their best to get anything out this game, but for fuck's sake, man, this is like the worst. This is prime Nancy ball mixed with prime fucking Brendan ball mixed with prime Postecoglou ball when he knew he was leaving for Tottenham. Just no fucking heart, no sense of direction. It's like they've just fielded the players for the sake of fielding them so they can get the fixture played. I'd understand it if we come here a week from now and batter them in the cup, but evidently that doesn't seem to be the game plan because we're playing a pretty full strength side. So it just makes you fucking laugh. It really does, because some of these players are walking around talking big bollocks about how Celtic are a big club. Aye, we fucking are, when cunts like yous aren't playing for them. If you can't go to fucking Ibrox when they're not exactly in the best of form and get a result, then you don't deserve to say that you're in a title fight, man. It's that fucking simple and pure. Spineless cunts, man. That's been really nice about it. Way, Sinisalo caught a ball. Good for you, son. Suppose you could ask for an extra 10k a week in wages now. You'd be just as effective as fucking Schmeichel. There's Tierney losing the ball to himself somehow. At least he gets a throw in for it. I've seen a Celtic player run in this first half, or smile, or do anything of positive note. Seems to be a common theme in these games, Mr. Luke. Are we delusional not to be surprised by the scoreline? Not really. I think that's what I'm trying to say, David, is like, part of me isn't surprised, but part of me is pissed off at how little fight there has been. I was expecting us to, like, try, you know? Like, it's like a kid that dodges all these, like, maths or English classes for a year and then goes to the exam. You still expect them to sit down and at least try and fucking write his name on the paper. They haven't even done that. They've just sat down and went, oh, I can't be bothered with this. Just give me the F. Like, no, lads, yous are in a title fight and yous need to show any form of fucking fight whatsoever. Like, this, you know, this is the point in time when you've been punched squarely in the jaw and you're lying fucking face down in the canvas. You need to get up and try, man. Oxley's got a chance to maybe swing us in and do something, potentially, but who knows. Whipped in. We do win the first knock on, but, I mean, oh, Butland's down and injured. Fuck off, mate. Get up and throw the ball, please. You don't need to be doing this at 2-0 up, you English fuck. Come on, man. Just move the ball. Bro's been holding on to it for since the 1920s. Can you shift this fucking thing? There we go, 30 seconds later. Smashing, man. McCowan tonight did big time, Sriracha on second half. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to bring in an overhaul just for the sake of the fucking... just for the sake of making changes, man, because the players are on the park now, they are not interested at all. Ballins had more touches than Celtic's front three. I'm not even... I would actually be pretty, like, unsurprised if that was true. The only time our front three are getting touches is when it's to pass it backwards or give it away, the fucking idiots. There we go. Oh, we actually won a ball in the midfield. Hold on. Chance, please. Shit, just do something. No, we play a fucking pointless through ball for no reason. Thanks, man. Very cool. Please just get a shot away, man. Just show me a sign of life. Just show me a... No, instead we fucking dilly-dally and try and play like we're playing Barcelona. Fuck off, you fucking morons. I fucking hate how we do that, man. When you're in that space, just shoot. Force the issue. Not again. I'm going to do wee stances and try and fucking tiki-taka my way through this. Fucking tiki-taka your life, you prick. What the fuck was the point in that? Fucking joke, man. This entire half has been literally... Am I still sleeping? Is that the problem? Am I still having a fucking nightmare? Is that what's going on? It's the type of shit you don't even dream about, man. I don't have anything else to say. Like, bro, I was in hospital a few days ago, and I prefer the pain than that. This is worse. Oh, it's not fucking fouled. Oh, here we go, man. That is a joke. Tierney gets dragged to the ground, but fucking, of course, Scov Olsen goes down fucking holding his face, and it's get to fuck, man. Literally pulls Tierney's shirt as well. Yeah, he's the one that goes to ground. Oh, look, it's a foul for Rangers. Of course it is. We'll just move on with that one, shall we? We have a game in... That's cool, against Aberdeen at Pittodrie, which we'll probably fucking lose and all. Do you honestly have confidence in the way we're playing, mate? Like, nah. Game's a fucking bogey, man. What a shite 74. That's the issue. He probably got in the fucking sesh last night. I totally forgot it's his birthday. He got that. He was that much on the slash, man. Like that, there you go. That explains everything. Oh, I thought I was 3-0 Rangers. It wouldn't have even fucking surprised me, man. Once again, nobody doing any form of fucking marking, man. Just standing there, Scales, you big fucking blonde-haired bastard. Just jump, man. Just read the fucking room. This is the worst performance of this season by a fucking mile, and I've seen some horrific performances first this season. I've seen some shockers, but this is by far and away the, like, it's almost to the point where I find it fucking, it's almost humorous. Like, at first I was actually annoyed, but now I'm like, is this like a parody of the club? Like, I have no idea. Prime Brexit ball, man. Adama, who's been non-existent. Yeah, honestly. Like a fucking tachyon. He's like a theoretical fucking thing. Good in theory, but in practice he's just a fucking dickhead that stands there. Like, bro, how's that any different than either? Can we stop buying tall-ass strikers that are fucking shite? Jesus Christ, man, we got successful one time with fucking Dembele, and we've just followed that same shitty fucking method ever since. Buy cheap and hope that the big man does well. How about you buy a fucking striker that's just proven? Maybe, I don't know, you've got the money for it, board. You know how, like, Rangers are buying players that are proven in different leagues, you know, like players like Scov Olsen, who, you know, has a lot of really good European pedigree, you know, different options like that. Who did we bring in? Oh yeah, Chamberlain, who hasn't, like, played an actual fucking match in, like, 3 years. Yay! We're fucking so bad at football, man. I hate this team at the best of times. Just show some fucking fight in the second half, boys. That's all I can really ask, but I don't even think I'll get that much. That's what it feels like, man. Worst Celtic side you've seen in 40 years. Feels like it. I feel like the side's made me age about that much. Definitely the worst since COVID, 100 fucking %. That I can fully agree. Celtic need Henrik Larsson. No, we need the intervention of God. Actually, no, we do need Henrik Larsson. He is pretty much a god. Yeah. Fuck it, FIFA regen time. FIFA regen time. Get the FM regens out. It's no longer Henrik Larsson. It'll be like Ken Rock. Oh, there's Adamu doing Adamu things and just giving a foul away. Get that man off the pitch as well. There's about 5 players that should never grace this team for the rest of the season, in my professional opinion. It's not even a professional opinion, it's just an opinion, and it's true. It's like half the team. Aye. You know what, you're probably fair enough, Pedro. Well, maybe a shithole, but it's getting the job done for them. At least they have a fortress that they can call something. I mean, Celtic Park has not been a fortress at all. At least Ibrox is a hard place to fucking go. Quite clearly, the pressure gets to certain teams. Doesn't get to teams like Hearts or Motherwell, man. They can show up and score goals, but we don't even show up and score at all. Or just have shots in general. I can't see it happening, but imagine we win 3-2. If we win 3-2, I think I would probably die from sheer happiness, but that would be Celtic giving me any form of happiness, and do you honestly see that happening? No. What will happen is it will somehow get back to 2-2 and then we'll concede in the 95th minute for a Scales own goal or something. That seems more, possible. That seems more viable. Following a Celtic, Araujo was just a weak back. He was just very weak. Let's just say as it is, man. He got put under needless pressure, yes, because McGregor's a fucking idiot, but Araujo should have been a bit stronger. Simple and pure. Saying one could be the exact same. Araujo's body positioning on the inside is not that good. It can keep people on the outside well, but on the inside he's not effective. That's a good ball forward. Oh, look at that, Maeda. Well done, mate. You can actually take a touch. And where are you going to go with this one? I imagine backwards like always. Away, there it is. There's another ball forward by Scales that finds yet another fucking blue shot. Well played for the Rangers to keep that in there, but so they should retain that, Scales. Oh, let's it bounce. There we go. Tearing it. You let it bounce as well. There we go. And another shot ball forward. Whoa. I love watching this team, man. I love watching this team. I know that most of the time when I'm on commentary, I need to be a sarcastic bastard because I've put myself in that corner now, but see if I'm being real for a second, this shit is genuinely really, really sad. Boring as shit, man. It's just such a stale-ass performance for us. I am so disappointed in this side. I think I put more effort into the thumbnail for this stream than I think Martin O'Neill put effort into picking this team, man. It's like he just woke up and went, I'm still fucking hungover from the night before. Who's available? We have fucking a download. Throw him on. Fuck it, why not? Let's see what he can do. I didn't know we still had him. It just feels like he's checked out himself. I mean, there's half time, it's 2-0. Fair to say that this game is pretty much a fucking ball game, man. What are the stats? I do genuinely want to look to see how. Oh my fucking god, man. We've had one shot and it's been a block. It's been a single fucking block. Are you kidding me? Oh my fucking Christ, man. But we've had more possession. Get it round them. Yes! Get it in the stat sheet, man. More possession. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, boys. Let them. Oh, I want to die. That is so bad. It's so unbelievably fucking bad. Table update. There you go. That's how it looks. It's not bad for us. Although, again, we put ourselves in a horrible position because it means we're now fucking 5 points behind. Yay. Because for whatever reason we just decide to lose games in fucking streaks and it's always to teams that are right beside us for no fucking reason. That loss to Hibs has fucked us with that morality and then, well, there you go. Whatever that first half was there, because there's your current table. We are absolutely fucking shite. That is being as nice about it as possible. My stress levels are through the roof. But it is what it is. Although, for those that are new here, please consider subscribing. Please make the suffering worth it, man. I literally have gained like 1 subscriber in the last like 2 weeks or some shit, man. It's wild. So any support on that from would be appreciated. At least make the mental suffering worth it, because holy Christ am I considering just not covering these games, man. Don't see the point. I'm out like the season's a bogey, right? Well, let's say that we have actually gained 1 subscriber. 1 more and we're at 1840, so that's cool. Thank you very much. Unbelievably shit. Yeah, 100% Mega Man. Could not fucking agree more. Absolutely depressing, to put it nicely, man. 1 point with fucking Motherwell now as it stands. This is what I was saying earlier on. We're playing like we're the 4th best team. We're not even in the fucking 3-horse race at this point. We've somehow turned it into a 4-horse one. And then if we keep fucking going, it'll be a 5-horse race when Hibs come out of nowhere and surprise us and all. Like, we are not good at all, man. Fucking gash at the best, but ugh. Our performance for Celtic was embarrassing. They showed absolutely nothing. No, we showed more than absolutely nothing. We showed absolute shiteness. That's worse than nothing. I would have preferred if we just forfeited and fucking handed them the 3-0 win and just made up some excuse if they were going to come and play like that today, man, because it's going to be really lucky if we get out this fucking game with anything at all now. A point would be a miracle. 3 points would be like fucking God himself opening up the clouds, reaching down, picking up the ball and fucking chucking it past Butland to make sure that we score. Otherwise, we ain't getting shit out this game because Maeda mentally checked out. He can go fuck himself. I've been such a catalyst and a backer of this man this season, but that half right there has told me everything I need to know about where he's at mentally, which is on a beach somewhere. He's already planning a fucking head. Get him out. Don't need to fucking see that. I do not need to see a fucking guy at a Celtic shirt in a goddamn Old Firm derby match playing like he doesn't care. That just does not ever make sense to me. I don't give a fuck if you're 5-0 down. You run your goddamn fucking heart out. It's that simple. No passion in that man at all left, so get him out. He's useless. Made off at half time. I'd like to see some shots from him. Exactly, we need Tenecte on, man. Get Tenecte on, get Svanchara, so at least we have a hold-up fucking striker, because Adamu isn't even doing that. He's just standing there and occasionally pushing people over. At least Svanchara can actually hold the ball up at his feet and can actually header a ball as well, so we might have at least a different dynamic approach. Keep Yang on the right-hand side, because he's the only one that tried to make any form of cut and run. And that is about as good as we can probably do in terms of trying to fix the offence. But the issue is, again, our defensive prowess as well. Araujo has been physically bodied twice, easy as shit, both outside and inside the box. He wasn't at fault for that, but he was put under pressure both times, respectively, for fucking McGregor and Murray being absolute Mongols and getting the ball away in every stupid way conceivable. Iran Supreme Leader dead. Why would that be a bad thing? I don't give two shits if Iran Supreme Leader's dead. All the power to them, I don't care. Bad weekend for the Celts. So far, now. It was a good week. It was alright up until like Friday, isn't it? Things were going okay. We had that respectfully half-decent performance against Stuttgart, but that's the Celtic way, right? It's like, win the games that make no fucking sense, and then the games that actually on paper you are like, oh, maybe there's a... No, we lose them. That is one of those. Next season you're going to be like Winston when he won 32.5 grand. Options, Celtic though. True. It's 2-1 the score for the Tick. I wish I could fucking say that, mate. Unfortunately, that's not score prediction. If you want the actual score there, it's there 2-0. We have been absolute fucking ass. Absolute Terminator masterclass. I would actually say it's more of a Celtic defensive masterclass than a Chimiti one. Although, to be fair, his first goal was good. The second one, no. There is nothing masterful about it. Maybe a masterful gambit for sure, just being there, I guess, I suppose. But, nah. Proves our point, yeah. Dysmal turned up on Thursday night. It's not, yeah, because he would have had international cameras on him, and he's like, oh, maybe I can get a German team to scout me. Maybe if I put in a wee shift now. It's like, but yeah, once he's back into domestic form, it's like he just evaporates. It just gives me a badder vibes when he was mentally checked out and didn't want to play for us anymore. Please don't chuck it at the end of the season. Oh, no, it's not anything like that, man. I want to clarify. It's like, I've been saying this for like the midway point of like last season, but there's a couple of things playing out in life. Like, I might do it for a bit yet. It could still go on for another year or two or whatever, but I genuinely don't know. That's why I always kind of say, like, don't expect me to be here next season, just in case, because, you know, life, things change and all that good jazz. But that's a very, very kind comment, man. That's unbelievably kind. Much appreciated. I do love doing them. I mean, I'm sitting here depressed at my tits, but I've got a bunch of people in chat that are also feeling the same pain, so it's not as bad. Ow. You subbed in the non-subbed, hope that helps. Don't know if it does or not, but thank you nonetheless. Whoa. It's just a case of what type of changes we make in the second half now. Realistically, what do we do? Again, we talked on the ones for me. I think Tenecte is definitely a shout. The other one for me is McCowan. Get McCowan on in the midfield. And you're screaming about Marachi. Oh, fuck, man. Just any of those midfielders. Give me Hartson, give me Thompson, give me any of them, man. Might go and watch the cricket. Oh God, man, don't fucking torture yourself like that. It'd be less depressing at this point. Don't become one of them, mate. You're Scottish, watch rugby. Or golf, at least. Not cricket, man. So you know we're losing it. It's like FMG did like croquet this week. I suppose that's fair, man. I suppose that's fair. I can't really argue with that one, Caden, but I don't know. It's not like a negative thing or anything by any accounts. Like, don't get me wrong, the way that I would have loved for us to, run this season the way that we have the other few. It's just obviously, again, I can't predict where I'm going to be a few months down the line if things work out. Yeah, of course, I'd love to continue doing this as at least a hobby for sure, but it's one of those. Remember, next season only winners getting into the Champions League qualifying room. We might finish 4th this season. Can't beat Hearts or Rangers, man, 1-0, so no holding the ball up. Oh yeah, because I mean, if this is how we're playing in a really crucial league match, the really crucial cup match that's upcoming in a week doesn't give me too many hopeful streaks, to be honest with you. Put a 3-0 in for Maeda. Maeda's awful. It sucks, because this is the thing, like Maeda, up until like maybe November, everybody was in unanimous agreement the guy was a great servant, he was digging in, and like if he'd left in January we would have understood it, but he stayed and then has got worse. But he's playing like he's expecting to get a really good high-end move, and I'd get that if it was merited. But he's really just kind of falling off bit by bit, and I just want to see the guy dig in like the way that he did before. It's the same way whenever I get frustrated at Schmeichel, or at Scales, or at fucking Trusty, or at any one of them. It's like, they know the type of performances they can have. Like Maeda, when he's at his best, he is unbelievably beautiful to watch, man. He is a baller, man. He can move the ball so fucking delicately, he can shoot from anywhere. He's an absolute fucking godsend when it comes to speed. But this season we just haven't seen that for whatever reason. It's like Celtic players will have 2 seasons out of the 3 or 4 that they're there where they're really good, and then like a season and a half towards the end of it where they're really fucking bad. Again, look at players this season. Schmeichel's a perfect example of that, right? He's brilliant in the first season. This season he's been just completely just ass, and that's being really respectful about it, man. On the plus side, more of us can watch us get beat next week. Exactly it. Good for us, man. We get to smile and suffer. Although, to be fair, we did put Rangers fans through this a good amount of times back when Rodgers was here like a decade ago, right? So it's one of those, right, where what goes around comes around. I suppose it's better to get it out when everything's going wrong rather than at a time when everything's going well, but my God, does it suck. I'm not involved. Maeda's just Kyogo and Casper's just Hart. Nah, Kyogo kind of forced his way out even though he was still pretty much in form. He was still scoring like up to that point 15, 20, like 16 odd goals. I must have missed the goal comment, I'll be honest, but fair enough, I suppose. Nah. Well, I mean, for any of the Rangers fans that are in chat, let me kind of pawn a question off, because I know yous will probably be in here and looking. From your perspective, what can you see going wrong, right? If there is a way that Rangers can throw this game, right, because there have been times where yous have somehow done it this season, right? Look at the Motherwell game a few weeks ago. Is there any way that there is a fuck up on your front that could get Celtic back into the game? Is there a player that, you know, like we're talking about here, that could potentially be a throwaway, like Suter getting away a defensive mistake, or, you know, fucking Sterling playing a loose ball back? Like, is there any potential way that you could see yourselves fucking this, or are you confident for this point? Because if I was a Rangers fan, I'd be pretty confident based on that first half. But if Rangers came to Celtic Park and played like that, I'd be confident we'd be finishing the game 5-0 up. So it's kind of curious to see that perspective, you know what I mean? Problem with my own Rio is that it was still Big Aggi's signings, we haven't brought anyone decent for years. That's off watching those stands bounce, and yeah, definitely not wrong there, man. It's just sad to see it. If Maeda got sold for 20 million, he wouldn't get sold for 20 million. He'd be lucky to get sold for 2 right now. Would the money be in the picture? If he's playing shit, it's really just going to... In the pitch, if he's playing shit, it's going to cost the team nothing. Except a potentially worthwhile player starting there. Like Tenecte, David. Well, I get your point. It's like, well, it's not going to be too much. Like, once he gets over the bad form, if he gets good again, then you're not going to be complaining about it. I understand that point and premise. My case in point is that if you show a certain level of consistency and then disappear from that level of consistency, don't be surprised when people expect you to be as consistent as you were when you were at your best. It's that simple. And Maeda this season has been maybe about 5% as effective as he has been at his best. I mean, this is the same motherfucker that was scoring goals against Bayern Munich last season, and now he can't even score goals against, like, anybody, full stop. So it's one of those, you know what I mean? But I would rather have someone on the pitch that actually wants to play for the badge, man. That's like the bottom line that I'm trying to get at here. I'd rather have someone that cares. So, you know, I'd rather have someone like a Jota that would run at them and try and get a ball across, or you know, a Tenecte that can cut inside and fire a shot away for range. Like, try and give us any angle of approach, rather than the guy that just runs, and if he doesn't have anyone there, he just half-arses it or tries to cut it back in a really weird way. You know, that's my approach. Second half's about to go underway soon, so... It wasn't as bad as maybe you could tell he was done. Yeah, mentally he was checked out. That's kind of what we're getting away with Maeda right now. I think he knows that come summer he's not going to be there. Seems like there's talking of some changes. Celtic have made 1 or 2. Rio is on for Chamberlain. Again, I would have preferred McCowan, but we'll see how that goes. However, Adamu has been taken off for Tenecte, so it means Maeda's most likely going to be pushed central. And, well, I mean, as Virtual's just said in chat there, Maeda's going to be up front, Rio and Tenecte are on, and that's not bad changes. Tenecte has been one of our catalyst players. He has kind of been very crucial in a lot of our comebacks over the last few weeks, so and well, that today would be quite nice, honestly. We just need something to smile about, man. Even if we get 1 or 2 goals back, it would be considered a very decent second half. It's not going to be too hard. Anything is better than what we've seen in the fucking first half. It's not going to be too hard to improve on that. The question will be, can we improve to the point where we get a goal to get back into the game, or are we just going to fuck that as well? Who knows? Nonetheless, though, ball is underway. Let's play some ball. Looking really well once the referee decides to move in, innit? I thought I'll go to group. We just have to hope. That's the way I'm looking at it. We'll wait and see. That's the thing. Like I said, Rio made a bit more sense to me at the start of this match rather than coming off the bench, but it's just because Oxlade was that lacklustre, let's be honest. Scales immediately. Well, there we go. We've given the ball away in 15 seconds. We're on record time there. Rio's missed swung at that one. There we go. We're literally starting as we mean to go on. Araujo, good interception, finally. Oh, but never mind. He gives it away just as quick, and Dane has to come in across. We made 3 mistakes, 3 errors there in 40 seconds. Do I need to say any more than that? We've started off this half like a... I mean, usually you want to hope to start a half like a house on fire. This is a house that's already burnt down. Play to the edge of the area. They might just go for range here, but they go for a loft instead. A actually very clever pass. It's dangerous. Takes a big deflection and it's out for a corner kick by the looks of it. Brilliant. Lay in bed with your dogs. 2 dogs. Life isn't too bad. Dogs are the real gods. Ah, that's a good way to say it, David. No, football isn't everything. Sometimes family and fuzzy friends matter just as much. Good way to think about that, I suppose. What is your updated score prediction for the second half? The way things are going right now, if you're asking me honestly, 3-1 Rangers. Like, I see us maybe getting a goal back and then maybe Rangers grabbing something late. But if you're asking the optimistic side to me, I'd like to hope that this at least gets a 2-2. If it's 2-2, then, you know, at the very least we get something from this game, and I'd take that given the circumstances, but it just doesn't seem too likely based on the way that we played in the first half and the start to this one, because again we're just stepping off them. I don't understand why we're doing that when we need to be attacking, but nonetheless we just have to accept it and hope that something comes of this anyway. It's a lovely cut inside, they're going to try and move it. That's a lovely ball into space again, over everybody, takes a deflection, and Sinisalo's there to claim it at the back, man. Again, nobody wants to mark a fucking zonal run. Can you just, every now and then, lads, look behind you. Just look behind you. That's all you need to do there. You just, once again, they just don't look behind them, and a guy runs in and could have just scored the tap in. Can you fucking morons use your eyes, man? It's not that hard. Stop looking at the fucking ball. Look at where the ball's going to go. It's all Rangers are doing, man, because they can just read every loose ball, high ball. Look, they've got someone in the end, they header it down into space, get it into fucking into contact and move it about. That's simple. Scott Wilson's a diving bastard again. No surprise there. Literally been kicking out at players and dragging fucking shots at Tierney the entire match, but once again he goes down under barely any pressure, instant foul. Get out of your 2-0 down, mate. 2-0 up. Bit pathetic. Just get up and fucking play. Dane's done well to at least put pressure on Chermiti. He does well to head it down, but he move a bit more poppers. Tenente pops it back to Tierney. Roll is out in the sidelines and screaming. My head up front. Well, my hope is that at the very least, if he's only just going to be running, if we get a good ball in behind, at least he's the type of runner that can put that pressure on. Adamu was doing none of that in the first half. Ball over the top of Aral can force the issue, or anyone can force the issue, and he tries to put some pressure on there. McGregor wants the first knock on. It's not bad actually, a nice wee touch and control there. Played in towards McGregor finally, some attacking movement, nice to see. Let's see what comes of it. Never mind, it's an awful pass. What's the point? We get into the final third, give it away. Get into the final third, give it away. We've managed to win it back in the final third this time. Are we going to give it away again? Let's see. Rio plays it forward, nice little ball into space. Araujo, not a bad wee ball. McGregor, oh my fucking god, man. Negrin's just skied it. I mean, he could have left it for the on-run, honestly. He probably should have left it. There would have been a much better shooting angle there for Rio, to be honest with you. But Negrin tries to be a bit too selfish and then skies it. If it was a rugby match, that would be an excellent penalty punt. But unfortunately, it's the wrong sport, so there is that. But as our first shot, I suppose if you want to say if there's any minor thing, that is better than what we got in the entire first half. That tells you how bad we have been. Straightforward and simple. Oh well, School's actually had a successful pass back, who would have guessed. Remember the days where we never stopped at a manager that didn't like us inviting pressure at the back? Those were the good days, I know. Even if we got hammered 5-1 in the fucking Champions League at the Bernabeu and stuff, at least we had fun while doing it, you know. Like I said, losing, but losing in style. That's got to be a full referee, come on man. Plays the advantage instead. Araujo whips it into the box. It's missed by everyone, including Rio. That's fantastic. It's going to be sent forward. What the fuck are you doing then? I mean, I respect it. It was a high risk, again, very high risk for no reward there. It's a good wee overhead kick touch, but just needless. There's Tenecti getting a bit more involved. Nice to see. Nah, you never throw a league, mate. That's just something you don't do. Hibs could have had that same idea when they're like, oh fuck, we could just let Celtic win and put the pressure on Hearts. They did not do that. They went to Celtic Park and put in a good shift. Celtic are punts. As of now, quite literally, yes. Hard to argue against it. Sign of life maybe here, the way a ball into the box. Nope, goes over everybody. I think looked like it took a touch off of a blue shot though. Which it did, so at least we'll have a throw in. Oh, I love how that's like the first thing everyone goes for. I wear glasses just so I can see your ugly ass face that bit much clearer, my guy. It's the same thing every time. Your team's winning, man. Have some grace. Ball into the box is half decent. It's cleared away comfortably enough. Just shows how bitter they are as a fan base, man. Like, fuck's sake, when we're winning we usually have a laugh, right? Even when we're losing we have a laugh, but... God, man, 2-0 up against your rivals, playing the best stuff you've played in a while, and your priority is to go into Celtic fan chats and call people specky. That's commendable, honestly. Some life. Played into space, that was a good little run. Got back by Dane, comfortable enough, so Nasala will gather it. What minute of the second half? Should we all start supporting Hearts for this? Never. We're not American, lads. We don't do that plastic shit here. You stick by your club, win, lose or draw, even if they piss you off to the ends of the fucking earth like they have this season. You stick by them. That's it. Straightforward. It's like the St Johnstone year all over again. Feels like it. That was another good ball in behind, but Maeda just did the Maeda thing and didn't really follow through on it. I was surprised. Not really. We just move. Keep it to football. Exactly it, Mitchell. See, look, that's a Rangers fan that knows what he's talking about. If you are the Mitchell that is a Rangers fan, there's a few Mitchells. I do apologise if you're a Celtic fan, that might be more of an insult than like me insulting your family. But if you are the Rangers guy, case in point, there are good Rangers fans in here for sure. It's a good little run. I mean, a tad better. I'd say we've gone from like a 1 out of 10 in the first half to like a 3 out of 10. It's very slightly okay. Run forward. There we go. Maybe a chance to us to do something. Run it. Tenecte. Good little dance inside there. Maybe a chance. Maybe a chance. Shoot, Rio. Shot on target! Shot on target! Let's fucking go! Right, we're winning the Champions League now, boys. We've finally figured it out. We can shoot for range. There we go. Game on. Butland's actually had to do something of fucking note. Incredible scenes at Ibrox as Celtic has finally decided to play football. Incredible. Corner kick to come in. Come on, dear madness. It would be really funny if we scored right after the first shot. Do it for the Vine. No, instead we play it back for some reason. Araujo, is he going to shoot for range? He does shoot for range. Does that deflect again? It's another shot! We're shooting! Oh my god! All it took was Martin O'Neill to threaten their families at half time. Who would have guessed? Another corner kick. Come on, boys, for the fucking Vine, please. Just do something. Let a goal would be nice. For my sanity, please. Give me hope. Oh. Oh, it's sliced. It's still dangerous though. It's not cleared by Rangers. It's still dangerous. That pass back's a bit weird. Still in the box though. Good little cutback for Tierney. Whipped in. It's not bad. Takes a big deflection. It's a bit better faced though. I can't argue with this, but game doesn't lead too much. Nice little pass out for the side for Rio. Tenecte gets out for under his feet quite quickly. Good work for the Tunisian. See what happens when we have a dynamic attacker. Good shot. Takes a deflection. McGregor's got it shifting a little bit better, boys. Come on. Rio. McGregor laid off. Chance. Ball over the top! We've got one back! Kieran fucking Tierney, there we go! Game on, baby! We're alive! We're alive! It might only be for 3 minutes until we face another shot on target, but for now, we're alive! Kieran fucking Tierney, come on! We score a header. The scenes. Like I said, man, that fucking 3-1's going to happen, man. We get the wee bit of hope and then 90th minute Scales own goal. It's going to fucking happen, and if it does, I'm putting a fucking number, like the fucking lottery numbers are getting stamped tonight. We scored! Yes! We're not completely fucking worthless! Who would have guessed? Oh! Tiny bit of hope, exactly. Now we go again. See what happens when we have some dynamic attacking options. I don't know why a fucking left back is at right wing to score that header, but look at the difference when we start getting shots immediately, man. Oh. Dude, what kind of not today? That's what I'm saying. It's like someone asked me, like, honestly, based on what you've seen at half time, how do you think this is going to end? There's like probably 3-1. We'll get back into it and have hope. That'll be like 2-2. 2-2 was like the very optimistic, and to be fair, I mean, I have optimism, so every time I have optimism it gets taken away from me. And this is why, oh no, ball over the top, chance for Rangers, ball into the box is potentially threatening, it goes away and over the top, and thankfully out in the other end for a throw-in for us instead. Let's get into them. Exactly it, Kev. That has to be as good as that incentive to go now. We've went from having 0 shots, full fucking stop, to like 5 in 13 minutes. That is a big improvement. Much a bigger improvement. There's some hope. That's all we could ask for of this bitch. That's karma for the guy that called me Specky. Just stay on that, Scales. Jesus fucking Christ, Scales, do not do that, man. Left it last second, hit me with the even doubt moment though. Please, God, please. People will be watching the game at different speeds. Oh, I've got that tickle in my throat, that's no good. Well, Shami's complaining that didn't come off him, but it did. Yeah, exactly, Kev. It meant that I had my glasses on to see that Kieran Tierney header in quality HD. Although I'm obviously being very sarcastic, we're still very much the second best side in this game, but it's nice to see signs. Like I said, we just wanted a sign of life, and we've got a sign of life, so let's kick on and try and make something of this. If we can get a second in the next 10-15 minutes, it opens up the door. We know for the last Celtic and Rangers match that 2-goal sprouts can come from either side, right? Rangers did it to us last time. If we can do the same, then whew. Tierney is a Celtic and Scotland hero. Scotland 150%, Celtic absolutely. Scotland just for that fucking goal against Denmark. He could retire tomorrow and that will be his like mantelpiece like picture, you know what I mean? Like his career moment. But he's given us a wee bit of hope in this game. Of course it has to be the fucking man that's supported Celtic his entire goddamn life. A man that used to play at St Ambrosie's pitch, which I do not live too far from. Player I have spoken to a handful of times. That's a good run forward. Let's run it. Go. There's a lot of fucking space on that wing, man. Get it out to him. There we go. Passed forward. Ball into the box is at best, but we got a corner for it, so it's not too bad. One Celtic 3-2, please. I love how we got like one goal in immediately. Well, right, lads, we're back. Champions League is getting one. Tierney's just going to fucking throw both, like just unleash a cannon here, man. Just unleash a cannon into the box, make sure it's an interesting one at the least. You got no fingernails left. Well, there's 2/3 of the game been and done. Still plenty of time left in this one for either side to cement themselves, and it's a decent ball and it's still going to be awkward. Rangers are going to have to touch that one away. Little overhead boot. There's a few clearances that have been exactly like that. Come on, the Celtic will love that for you, Jan. As always, the ever optimist. It's a good ball into the box. That's not half bad. Oh, it's not half bad at all. It's a good header for Maeda. He does well to get it on target, but it's straight at Butland. That's the only real issue I have with that. But look at that. We're getting shots in target. Look at the ball in, man. Not fucking bad whatsoever. Really good header. He doesn't do too much wrong with it, Maeda. He just doesn't have the neck muscles to get it into the corner. Not bad, though. Signs of life, Dyson. That's the you I know, man. Just being there. Just trying to fucking force the issue. That's better, man. Get another wee goal story there. Exactly. Get the flow chart out, boys. We're starting on the upward trajectory today. Is that not a foul? I honestly thought he got caught there. The referee keeps his whistle in his mouth but doesn't blow it. Fair enough, Rangers are just going to play on, I guess. No arguments there. Rangers looking a bit rattled here. I think it's just because they were expecting Celtic to continue as is, and again we've came out in the second half and we've been much more pragmatic. We've went from having literally no chances whatsoever in the first 45 to the bulk of the chances in the second. But keep in mind, Rangers could have scored in the first 2-3 minutes of the half, so there is just that ability for them to switch it on. Like I said, neither team are at their best today, and I mean, if you're a Hearts fan watching this, you're realising that both teams are a little shaky in their own ways. Again, Rangers have completely dominated the match for most of this, but got to say the last 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so have been much more in Celtic's favour. At least there's been a stint in the game where we can say we've been slightly better. That's about it though. It's what you do with that momentum that matters though. As long as it's not battleships looking out for. He'll just come back alive for us. Yeah, just have that one moment, man. I'd love for him to shut me the fuck up after all the shit I was getting him in the first half, but he deserved it in the first half. A lot of the players did. I will give a player credit when he does good things. When they don't, different story. But we've upped it, yeah. 8 shots, 3 on target. To Rangers' 9 and 3 on target. So we've matched them for shots now. But we've also added to the possession and passing stats. So we are slightly but surely growing into the game. But again, from behind position. Here comes the snap. Well, they've been doing that the whole match, man. I mean, Moore was flirting a few times in the first half. Scott Wilson's done it once or twice as well. It's just part of the modern game now, I'm sad to say. We'll get a bit, we'll get really snappy there. That's a poor ball over the top. Don't know where he was aiming at. We need to score to show Roy's passion heinous. His passion, I don't know. I think Rowe in the back of his head, he'll be a bit annoyed, if anything, that he's just allowed Celtic to get back into the game. It's just tactically they've sat back another 10 or 15 yards, but they could do that for 2-0 up. When it gets to 2-1, it's a bit different though. You should just go back to what was working in the first place, and realistically that should be decent enough. Bit of a stupid Philadelphia reel, I've got to be honest, but nonetheless. Do not get red carded in a game that matters, man. I'll do Rangers. Fair enough. Ref not giving the free kicks to Zilda the safe goal. But yeah, but that's just home crowd bias again. Like, the referees haven't made the game too much about themselves, which I can respect, but I'm just waiting for that inevitable bullshit call to happen. There always is one. Free kick to be swung in for Rangers here. It's from just inside their own half. They've got space to shoot here. Big deflection, they got to shoot again, and very similar to what Nygren did. Well, the first shot of the game for us, that one is skied, and skied comfortably. That's a rugby punt and nothing more. Oh, not the greatest pass, I'll be honest, but I think it did take a bounce off it. I thought it came off Araujo there, I'll be honest. Fair enough then. Throw in for us instead. I've had that itch in my throat for the past like 10 minutes, man. It's started to piss me off. They apologise for the wee coughs here and that. That is the first dodge of a newborn elephant. That's disrespectful to newborn elephants. Oof, not bad there for my They tried to snap at the ankles and get in behind, and that's caused them to lose it. McGregor's done well to steal that. Negrin's passes calm, and there's the fucking touch again. Well done, man. Yikes, fair enough. Play back towards Schmeichel. Celtic, Celtic. Suppose that would be a good name for like a Slovakian type team. Celtic FC. But 3-2 would be a great overhaul. If we could come back and get a 3-2 win, man, that would be a cult classic game for us. Especially given the context of the season. But, I mean, Ibrox is quieting down significantly for the noise that it was making in the first half. I think the fans are aware they're in for an actual match now. Because Celtic aren't playing like we're just trying to move the ball side to side. Just imagine what would have happened if we'd play like this for the first fucking minute rather than the goddamn 45th. Played in short, Dyson tries to steal in there, doesn't necessarily execute well, but fair enough. Rangers try to move the ball with a bit of pace and purpose. Connected as well to get his leg in behind there. It looks like it was a Celtic throw in, although it's been given Rangers his way. There's one or two that should have gone for Rangers that have went for Celtic, one or two that have gone for Celtic that should have been for... Well, one or two that have gone for Rangers that should have been for Celtic. There's just a couple of weird throw-in issues though. Even 2-2, honestly, Caden, exactly, man. A point for the position that we were in, not the worst. It would only really benefit Hearts, admittedly, but you'd prefer that than losing. Anything's better than a loss. Plus for Rangers it would feel like a loss for 2-0 up. There's a whip ball in. This one's cleared away comfortably by Dane. Fair enough, big man, a little better. And Rangers are just going to go back towards Butland. Calm enough for them in that sense. Time's starting to run out thick and fast for them though. Play back towards Sinisalo. He'll just spread the plate. Scales. And towards Rio. Rolls it across. Dane. Bit more a calm second half for him, although again he's not hasn't had as much to do. That's a lovely ball forward. Still could be dangerous. It's not in a bad area. We've done well to keep it in play. That's out towards Rio. Oh, come on, just take the touch, big man. That's when you take the touch, Rio. There. That is the example. That's why I wanted McCowan, because McCowan would take the touch there and just lay it low. But no, Rio runs onto it, punts it full speed. Why not, man? Fucking skies it. You don't even put it on target, you worthless fuck. You need to do better there, man. Don't know whether our midfielders try to play the fucking international sport of rugby or what. Aim at the fucking ground, man, not at the sky. It's so simple at times, but you make it look so difficult. With two runners there as well, man. That's the fucking annoying part. Rio's done well to pop back forward. Lovely little taking touch for Dyson. Cuts it back towards Tenecti. We're going to try and run again here. There's a lot of blue bodies back though, so smartly cut back. Nice little header. It's not the worst, but it was always going to be too soft. Again, first touch of a newborn. Fucking, yeah. It did come off our Rangers man there actually. Was that a corner kick for us? Looked like it was a corner kick for us. The referee just didn't see that. How convenient. Looks like it came off the back end of Fernandez there, but I think he's at Murrayfield exactly. Sirachi's warming up to come on, so I think Tierney's expended his energy, and to be fair, got us the goal, so considering the fact all other defenders have made horrible errors this game, it's nice that at least one of them did something of fucking note. Araujo got bodied twice for both goals. Dane obviously making his mistake for the second goal, and I was going to say, yeah, it should have been offside. It was a bit of a fucking weird one. It took a second to get that one right, but eventually throw-ins for us. I was wondering what was taking them the extra second or two. We'll get a draw. It gives us a bit, not necessarily confidence. It just gives us that push, a little bit of relief. Like, look, from how bad we were playing, it's not bad. Big Time isn't getting and get in a game today. He's just not really had too many chances to be involved. Nice little tackle there for McGregor to put some pressure on, but Rangers will have a throw in the final third. Should say, by the way, while we're on a little bit of a break, and Sriracha and McCowan are getting ready to come on. Hello, hi, please consider subscribing. It would make this shit worth it. Thank you very much. That's basically all. If you are already subscribed, just please consider liking the stream. We usually set the like goal at about 25, so anything around that would be very nice. Back to the main screen. Oh. That's a weird pop-up for Rangers. They'll just give that one away, throw one for us. Not too bad. I know you spelt it wrong, Caden, but it reminds me of that German thing. And I can confidence. You know what I'm talking about? I hope that I'm not the only person that's old enough to remember it. Well, Sriracha is officially going to grace the field. Yang's coming up. That's why you said Yang. I was a bit confused. That's the change. So I'm guessing McCowan is going to be pushed. Oh, I get it. We're going to do what we did with Stuttgart. 23 likes at the moment. Oh, well, fuck's sake, without even asking, we're only 2 away. Excellent, though. 2 more lads, and that would be very much appreciated. Thank you. Who's the next Celtic manager? Me. When I storm up there and tell them that I could win them the Champions League and then day. Well, Gassama is on for Scovelson. That's the Rangers change. Bit of pace for them. I think they're going to go with a set winger system now based on that. Miller's a bit further out left, so that should tell you all you need to know. Scales just cuts that back for Sinisalo. Here we go, McCowan and Sriracha on. We've been wanting to see McCowan. Said he could have that ability to just change the game because he can take a touch and shoot. Nice little touch from my header there. It's still a much better second half of Dyson, man. See for how much shit we were giving him in the first. We need to give him a bit more credit in the second because he has stepped up noticeably, but just needs to get that goal, man. That's what we need. That is a weird deflection. It's a giveaway as well. There's a chance for Rangers to break forward here. Scales gets himself into position to try and defend. It's awkward as fuck. Takes a deflection. Sriracha gets on the end of that one. He'll have to chase it down. And it's a lovely pass for the Argentine. And there's a chance for us to break. Nygren's running with pace and purpose. There's a lot of space down that right hand side as well. Still running. Brilliant fucking move for us here. We've got it going in into space. Nygren gets taken down there. The flag. Yeah, there we go. Free kick at the edge of the box. And the Rangers fans ain't too happy, but it looks like he did get clipped. Let's see. Let clarify. I'm not really biased here. If it is a foul, it is a foul. Oh, yeah, no, he comes across him and blocks the route, so that is a foul. It's quite common. Oh, come on! We wanted to play the quick foul, man, and of course, because the Rangers player's sitting down in his arse and refusing to get up. That's kind of irritating. Right in the edge of the area, exactly that, man. It could be in a good area to do some good damage. You're not going to get too many better opportunities than that. It's definitely a foul. He does stick his leg out, doesn't get the ball, catches Nygren, it's straightforward. And it's in that area where if we do something, it's because you're on a laptop, doesn't help you big in options. It's just a red light. Fair enough. We got Tenekte and Benji Boy standing over this. 2 of the better signings for us this season. You can see a couple of Rangers fans looking a bit more nervous in the stands than they certainly were about an hour ago. And it's in that area, man, where it can be dangerous. Free kick to be taken. It's the wall. Oh, it was hit with good power too. It's a decent bit of defensive blockading from Rangers there, but still dangerous for us. It's in the final third. Nice little, oh, that's lovely footwork. Lovely footwork, nice. McGregor's got it, plays it into space. There's a nice little chance to run space here. And towards the box. Rio does well to spin away. Phase, man, he's been fucking taken down there. I'm not too sure if he has anyway, but he might have just decked him not. I guess we'll see a replay if there is one to be had, but once again, should have done a bit better there. The tie has made a bit of a difference just because they've anchored him a bit further forward. That's a... don't know what the intended route into the box was there, but fair enough. I do apologise, I do need to check my bloods. I just got anything on my meter saying that I should. Do bear with me, I apologise, you'll hear a beep. Blood pressure aside, although that's kind of natural with this that I'm watching, let's be honest. We've got about 13 minutes left, whatever of additional time on top of it. Scales. On paper, it's been a much better second half, but it doesn't mean shit if we don't get something out of this game. Lovely footwork for Tenecti. That's excellent footwork. Really good movement from us. Big chance for Celtic. Please shoot. Oh, it's a safety Butland. Oh, come on, man. You just need to fucking... oh, it was a big opportunity. It's another big chance, man. McCowan this time. Tenecti's movement was brilliant there. But if McCowan decides to take a touch, I don't get why you need to take a touch there. Maeda is screaming that as he points it out to him. The goal was open. You should have just shot first time. And the only reason that doesn't get under Butland is because his armpits are just slightly more hairy than usual. It catches the fucking thing. Literal luck kept that out, man. Fuck's sake. Rangers is definitely riding the luck a wee bit there. And Celtic are trying to break forward again. Tenecti's just been wiped the fuck out. That's got to be a card. It's a yellow. I'm sorry. I've seen fucking reds given for that, man. Doesn't get anywhere fucking near the ball. Wipes Tenecti out. It would have been clean one. Look, bro, that is a... he gets his arm out and everything to try and catch him in case the legs didn't connect. Tell you what, man, VAR would... not going to fucking happen. Obviously not at Ibrox, but... tell you what, man, fucking 10 like 15 yards to the right, you would have made an easy case for that to have been a red card. Easy case. Let's stop running the fucking... a few of the Rangers legends exchanging handshakes in the crowd. Ref must be colourblind, seems so. Nah, it's just because he wasn't in line with the box. I feel like if he was in line with the box, it would have been a much more, like, maybe they VAR it, but... definitely a bit different. There's a violent conduct on it, I know. We'll probably see some potential talking points at the end of the game. Who knows? They're always done well to get away from his man there. It's actually really nice to get that up the line, but he was always going to be asking too much of that second touch. Oof. I think Maeda would have been offside there anyway, so it's probably wise to let that one run through. A wee bit tense now. Don't want to see the boys kind of fizzle away, man. They've had a much better second half than the first, that much we can say, but it's one of those where, again, you don't want to just get back into the match and then lose it anyway. That's a poor giveaway, actually, as soon as we say that. Lay-off opportunity, Tenecti from the edge of the area. Come on, big man, that's got to... you've got to stop being fancy, for fuck's... I like Tenecti, but sometimes you just need to fucking pull the trigger, rather than being a... just stop trying to be a skill merchant, mate. You should just shoot there. He should have just shot. Maeda was offside, so I can get why I didn't pass it to him, but... that's just piss poor, man. Should have shot first time, man. Ah. That is what it is, I suppose. What the fuck's the... of course. course that's just randomly gone this when I need it. Excellent. I have no idea where that went. Well, I'd hope so, but well, there's a pop up there. Rangers have a chance to go forward with this one edge of the area. They might just whip it in. There's a bit of looping height, so it actually just pops up and awkward and it goes behind for a corner kick. Come on, Celtic, give us another goal. It would be nice. I don't imagine that, Caden. I don't think many people do. And of course it now apparently takes him a minute to set up a fucking corner kick. Man, move your arse, you time wasting rats. Come on. Who would have guessed, man? In the first half they were all but fucking itching at the bit to get the ball moving. Now all of a sudden it takes them 10 years. Walked into the box, up and moved. Speaking of that, here's Tenecte sneaking in, there we go, come on. Rat behaviour to just stick under his man there, that's a good ball forward of Maya, they can make it awkward. He does get that front of his man there, but they get away with one just a wee bit. Okay, man, look at the bounce, it's a poor ass giveaway for Butland though, and we've got the ball back. Rangers should be down to 10. There's a case for it 100% with the Sutter challenge, but that is what it is. Cup's all done. Unless it's, well, I mean, not the cup. The league's a lot harder unless we can get another goal, like, now, essentially. If we can get a equaliser, it's definitely not dead. It's pretty much just as is for us, but we need a goal, and we need it fast. We do not need it to get to the 93rd, 94th minute. Referee's having words about something, I guess. I mean, Jesus Christ, they're taking the fucking piss. There better be a good amount of added time for this, man. They're literally fucking running up the clock here. Last two corners have taken them a combined total of 1 minute and 30 seconds to set up, man. And we're still, well, there we go. Ball into the box eventually. Bounces down and it's away at the back end of things. We're going to keep that in play, I guess we opt to. For some reason we could have just let that roll, but we haven't. For us, what the fuck are these changes? I suppose it's just for pace, right? That's my kind of guessing anyway, Virtual. It's not bad, I guess. I suppose if you're just going to get an extra bit of speed going in behind, we'll lose this up to the futures. But yeah, the future Celtic team and fans will look at this and be embarrassed. I feel like it's one of those ones, right? Considering how shite the first half was, it's nice to see that we had a better second half. It's just a shame that we've only had the second half to smile about. I don't get why we've had to fucking sit here and soak up all the pressure, man. But the first 45 minutes was just woeful in comparison. That was the annoying part. Try to run it forward here though, or I'll hope. I'd imagine there'll be 5 minutes and then whatever's left of additional time. Probably got about 4 or 5 of that. No manager, no fans, no cohesion. But fans have never been there, sure, for Celtic, man. There's definitely a dynamic though. Good hold up play that. Sriracha does well to move it on. Decent enough for Alho. Played in towards McGregor. Rio cuts it back across in towards Araujo. He's definitely been a much needed introduction off the bench, Rio. Out towards Tenecte. That's a decent ball into space. It could have took an awkward bounce. Still, it could be awkward. McGregor does well. Pops at Araujo from Rio. That's a nice little taking touch. Forrest does well to get to the byline. Ball is in half back! Oh my god, man! How have we fucked that? It's another fucking... Again, why do keepers only pull off great saves against us? Oh my fucking god, it feels like one of those ones. There might be a potential... The referee's just stopped play, actually. Interest. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, it comes off his arm. It hits 21's arm. That might be a penalty. Yeah, it hits his arm and hits Butland. If it doesn't hit his arm, that's in the back of the net. That has to be a pen. That's going in without any... No, that has to be a penalty kick, boys. Surely, man. They're going to the monitor. Look. This looks pretty fucking obvious. If it doesn't hit his arm, it goes in. It's that simple. It has to be a pen. If they don't, then I'm sorry, but the fucking allegations just make so much more sense now. There is no way. It hits his arm and then directs off of Butland. If it doesn't hit his arm, though, it's not going to hit Butland. Therefore, it's interfering with play. No way that's not. It cannons and hits Butland in the face. But it was going in. That's the thing. That has to be a penalty, man. I was going to say at first it was a brilliant save for Butland, but I didn't see it come off the Rangers man. I thought it was just like a weird header for Maeda. It's not intentional, but it's a stone wall, man. They can't be spending 10 minutes. Just point to the fucking thing, please. Penalty fucking kick, come on. Penalty kick. We have a chance to steal something out of this game. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, we have a chance. We have a chance. We have a chance. Anyone in chat try and limit the spoilers? I won't be looking. Who's going to take it though? That's going to be the question. I thought we usually would love it to be on, but... Oh, man. I've so much fear in my body, man. Of course they're going to do everything they can to try and get in our heads here. This is... Oh, Raskin's in the book as well. Obviously trying to get in and interfere. A lot of fighting going on. Like I said, it would have been a miracle if we could have got something out of this game considering how we got to half time. It's one of those. I don't know why we're giving it to Rio, that makes no sense, I'll be honest, but... Probably just for confidence. Oh, I saved it. But it's going on anyway! It's going on anyway! Oh, I was about to break down, but we've got into the back of the net, we've equalised! Get in! I feel for Butland there, I honestly do, because the guy did nothing wrong. But fuck me, we deserved that for the second half. The defenders for Rangers switched off, they just didn't react quick enough. It's a good save for Butland and a really good second stop. But both Japanese men were quickest to react and we just get there in time. Fucking yes, man! It's not a comfortable penalty. It's not been a comfortable game at all. But it is a massive fucking goal for us. Got to give Butland credit. That second save is genuinely beautiful, by the way. If I'm him, I'm fucking raging at my defenders. You can see him shaking his head in the camera. He's probably one of the few players I can actually say I do feel bad for. But Rio's managed to keep it in. We're alive. We're alive, man. Come on. Given the fucking circumstances, we will take that, Scales. Why are you trying to head that directly to a Rangers, man? Get it that to fuck. Now Tenecti's trying to get away. Come on, man. Lads can use fucking 5 additional minutes to be played, man. Oh my god, the fucking drama, man. We said that, you know, there aren't more meaningful derbies than this. If you're a neutral or a Hearts fan, you're fucking... You're like, fair enough, man. What a game. The fucking difference in the mentality for the first and second half. If you're a Rangers fan, basically you've just reversed Celtic. You've had like a fucking absolutely brilliant first half followed by a horrible second. The way that Celtic have had an absolutely shit, probably the worst half of football I've ever seen, arguably. Followed up by a much better second half, but again, there's still a few minutes to be played. Martin O'Weill gets out that, oh, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people are kind of just sitting forward now, like there is drama to be had. Late winners happen all the fucking time in these matches. Celtic do well to head that one away. Chase Down's going to get engaged. Oh my god, my insides. Should be thanking that, not God. Valid, honestly. I'm an agnostic. How's that not a foul? Referee doesn't give that as a foul, so Araujo gets in front of that one, but that one's also given away. Celtic just try to stab it clear at this point. Yeah, the boos are starting to ring around Ibrox, and I don't blame them from how much momentum they had in the first half. Still could be dangerous. They try and thread it through. Celtic again stab the line clear. It's going to be a throw-in on that far side. Who missed that? No, if he missed that penalty, that would have been heartbreaking, man. Time is running out for them. Throw in for Celtic on that far end. We are supporters, exactly. Do that, man. I said at half time, you keep the optimism just in case. I'm glad I didn't end the streaming angle. We managed to get a slightly redeeming performance. It's very, you know, it's one of those. Oh, I love that chase down for Maeda. Look at that, man. That was half decent. Sinisal was just going to let that bounce through to him. Come on, boys. Not bad. If we win, I'll get your Bobby and George square. Fair enough, David. That fella, if he's still going, man. Well, there ain't too much time for that to happen, to be honest with you. You've got 20 seconds while there's left and the referees watch after that. But I am much more happy with that second half. From mental breakdown to mental bliss, like that's Celtic Football Club for you, man. What the fuck? Still dangerous. That's going to be a foul potentially. I mean, Tenecti's arguing with it, but last chance of the game looks like it's going to go Rangers' way from the set piece. They try to take it quick into the box and they go for the overhead kick. I almost commend it, man. I almost commend the fact that he went for the overhead kick. It was never going to work, I want to clarify. Been a good second half, enjoyed it, was a good fixture this. Absolutely, Arable. Giving some good insight here and there as well, man. It's been a pleasure to have you. Bloody Bismarck! Exactly, David. You know the very man. It's going to be sent away. Is it a flick on or a last minute winner here? Potentially, who knows? McGregor's tried to win that first one. Rangers win the second, loose ball. Dane does well to recover. Much better second half for Dane, I've got to say. Recovered to his mistake quite well. Araujo just tries to force that one up. That's got to be a foul potentially for us at least. Referee says no for some reason. But that is the full time whistle, and do you know what? I don't know what to say. Molonial effect, baby! Yes! How the fuck did we manage to salvage something for that? I will never know. But that second half was a lot better. A lot better. It's not worth a yes, but it's worth like an aye, so... Aye! Yes! We'll take it, man. That's no fucking shit. That's not too shabby at all. I will happily accept that, given the fact that for the first half, we were playing like prime fucking Battlefield rather than Barcelona. There's Hands get, oh look, it's Fanchara fucking just separating people. Good for you, big man. Try and keep things at a calm level. Martin O'Neill's getting involved in trying to calm people down as well. There's going to be a few hands getting thrown out. Some afters. O'Neill's literally pushing Rio, going, get back, you little fucking cunt. You've scored a goal. Fucking go over there. Don't need you getting carried, son. If you're a Rangers fan, you're raging at this result, which makes it all the more sweet. Yes. Yes. Oh my god, man, what a fucking match. If you're a neutral, you're loving that stuff. Let's have a little review of the statistics, because we had a much better, holy shit. We actually ended with more shots, more possession. You could argue that we could have won the game. What the fuck happened to us in the second half, I don't know. Well, there is definitely some drugs hidden in a cabinet in that fucking away dressing room for sure, but we take it, man. 2 apiece. That's really respectable given the breakdown of how things could have gone, to be honest with you. But if you want a breakdown of it, well, you can look at all these things as is, but yeah, there you go. I mean, they really haven't updated a lot here. There's your full-time stuff. Love it when they absolutely do not update shit when that comes to that. Very cool. I love that. Celtic going nowhere, now going somewhere. Definitely was a handball call, but apparently they're just showing the same fucking thing over again. This is why I hate live score, man. I literally have all the details for like a League 2 match, but an Old Firm, nah, man. Football, eh? Well, exactly that, man. I get it halfway up, yes. Yeah, do you know what, Kieran? That's probably the best way to put it, man. Like, rather than like a full, it's more like a, you know, like, you know what? Aye, fair enough, man. You know, we'll take it given the circumstances. You know what? It's no the worst. If you want a little look at the table, there it is. It's not the worst reading, although, again, Hearts are the ones that benefit. They get a 2-point extension out of this, although again Celtic have that game in hand, so we can move to 58 points if needed. We're still 5 points behind, but again there's a few more games until the split, and we still have to play Hearts and Rangers at least once more each respectfully, so this battle is still well and truly on. And again, Motherwell are hanging in there too. Keep in mind they are right fucking there, so it can cause some problems. I don't know if that's the updated table. I don't know if they, well, let me just quickly go into this and pull it up on Google just so we can actually confirm it, because whenever it does this shit we always just make sure, because sometimes live score updates immediately and then other times it doesn't. Boyd is raging, as he should be. So yeah, with all the games playing in hand, it's a very tight battle at the top 4 now for sure. Got to say. I mean, Hibs are still technically in there as well, but again, Motherwell and Celtic having games in hand makes it very unlikely. But if Celtic win, we go to 58 points, that puts us back into position. But we need to win that game on the 4th, which is a game that I'll definitely be covering. I'll be covering the next few because they're all major matches in their own ways. I mean, Celtic's run out, respectfully, after this does not get any fucking easier, to be honest. So it's one of those when you look at that, because here is the run out. If you want a little gander at what we've got left to do, it is a very crucial, the next few matches, because you've got Aberdeen against Celtic on the 4th. If you want to join us for that, it is at 8 PM the kick-off, although I'll usually tend to be live about 10 to 15 minutes beforehand to give people a chance to come in and obviously enjoy themselves and get up to speed with the lineups and stuff. But that'll be on the 4th of March, and then of course next week we've got the rematch where Rangers will be looking to redeem themselves for whatever the fuck that was, and Celtic will be looking to carry on the second half momentum in that cup match on the 8th of March, and we'll definitely be covering that one regardless, because of course we will. It's another Glasgow derby match, so we have to. And then of course 6 days after that, which in my opinion is one of the crunch games of the season for us, is that home match against Motherwell, because if we win it, realistically it puts Motherwell out that potential title fight. They could still potentially go for 3rd, don't get me wrong, but it would be a pretty detrimental blow for their season if they manage to lose to us, and more importantly if Celtic win it, keeps our season alive. So a couple of really important fixtures to come for sure, 100%. I'll take a little look at the subscribers and stuff just to make sure that we didn't miss any. Oh, we actually did. We gained a few. We're past 1840 now, so that's very, very kind of you, lads. Thank you very much. We gained 4 or 5 today. I love it when Boy loses, the best part of the day, exactly. Hearts winning the league. Hearts will definitely be favourites now, I think that's probably fair to say, right? I mean, from the position that they're in, obviously again, if Celtic win the game in hand, there's a 5-point swing. That's why I'm saying, you know, we need to beat Aberdeen first of all, but the game against, you know, Motherwell is going to be massive for a lot of reasons. If Motherwell win that, obviously they actually would hop us on games played, and if we beat them, then we would have that 5-point swing that Hearts had on us. So it's one of those, right? It's a pretty interesting situation that plays out. It's definitely a tense battle up here, but at least we're hanging in there, you know what I mean? We might have been one of the more beaten sides in terms of losses, but we haven't fucked up in terms of draws as much. So there is that. We just need to capitalise and do whatever we need to do at Pittodrie a few days from now. Didn't want to see him optimistic, but I think Celtic will beat Aberdeen 9-0. Fucking excellent, Pedro. We'll love to see it. The enthusiasm is decent. Guys, been a great stream. Love the highs and lows. Yeah, it's like a bipolar girlfriend, mate. You really love it, at the same time you're like, why the fuck am I doing this to myself, you know? You have to just kind of accept it at the times. You're like, man, can I just been a bit more sensible with this? Could this not have just been a bit more smooth sailing? You're like, okay, I see you, buddy. Absolutely pleasure to have you, Harry. As always, my guy. It's we'll always love seeing the Irish flag with the thumbs up, my man. You enjoy yourself. At least we all can mutually agree that that was a game of just sheer bullshit on both fronts, right? Rangers just had the sliders up in the first half and Celtic turned them up in response in the second. You could say 45 minutes of that game was all Rangers, 45 minutes of that game was all Celtic. You'd say a draw is probably fair in the balance of play, but fuck me, could either team have made a case to win the game? It's one of those, right? But I cannot complain about the way that we played, honestly. The second half was a lot better. Thank fuck that second half existed, because if we played that same way in the first half for the second, I would not be sitting here very, very comfortable. Like a Bobby the Ballman type bit, Jesus Christ. You can imagine that. Oh, look who it is. It's Dyson in Rio. I was like, will you shut the fuck up and pull me to a size, you prick. You know? Something like that. No, we're in all 4 through. What are you talking about? All 6. We're in the Club World Cup and everything, man. Fuck it. Great stream. 9/11 24/7. What a fucking name. I appreciate that. 9/11 24/7 607. Incredible name. Love that. It's one of those ones. I appreciate you, man. That's very, very kind. Little John Wednesday night. I absolutely will be, man. If you want a little breakdown of that, let me just quickly pull that one up now, because, like I said, that'll be against Aberdeen on the 4th of March. So if you are heading off, then there's your little gander at what you can look at. Well, we will definitely be there. 9-0 will be magic. Need to close that goal difference. You're not wrong, honestly, Keith. I feel like if we'll probably do that more in the kind of run out of the stretch of games before the split. You know, the games against Dundee United, and I'd imagine we'd want to do that in. But against Aberdeen, it's probably just about getting the win, the same way that getting that win against Motherwell. We're not going to be doing that against a team like Motherwell, who are quite well defensively set. So if we can get 2 scrappy 1-0, 2-0 type wins in those types of games, actually really good for us. I'm not going to complain about that if that's what happens. I think at the end of the day, 3 points is 3 points, right? And we took away 2 very valuable ones for our rivals today and stole 1 for ourselves. That's all we can ask. Excellent, see you then. Not a bother at all, Pedro. Loved your enthusiasm as always, my guy. Appreciate you being here. Likewise with everyone. How's Boyd now? Crowtails, is he still raging? I've turned the thing off to keep tabs on other things. There are some pretty interesting games still playing out today. If you want a little rundown of some of the fixtures that are up and coming, you've got Arsenal against Chelsea that will be kicking off in exactly 25 minutes from now. There is a game that's already kicked off that could be crucial for the Premier League in Fulham and Tottenham. That one's kicked off. There's some other interesting ones at play. Let me just pull up and see what else there was. Crystal Palace have just scored against Man United, and that's just happened, literally right there. Lacroix has scored, French centre-back for them at Old Trafford, so there you go, there's some goal update for that one. That's a bit of a surprise, honestly, considering how stale Palace have been. And then obviously, like I said, Arsenal and Chelsea kick off in a few, well, not in a few minutes, in about 25 minutes, give or take. That's the reason I'm taking the draw. We honestly could have been 4 down in the first half. Exactly what I'm saying, man. If you go back to the VOD at half time, Flash, literally I said it bar for bar. If we get a draw, I'd take it. It'd be like a miracle. It'd be a miracle, all things considered. I'm going to go to see it. Interesting. Also, Palace just scored the other. Well, there you go. Case in point. Might catch you later. Well, yeah, speaking of catching people later, if you want to catch me later, there is a chance that I might be in the Discord later on today, at least to kind of catch up with some of the people that are in the Discord. Obviously, there's some personal things that have happened over the last week or two, so I'm not going to touch on them on stream too much, but yeah, a couple of health things here and there, so it's nice that we end the week on a relatively positive note. That's always good for the soul. And I'm saying that, you know, we got a draw at Ibrox. It's not exactly anything that's life-changing, but the way that we got it is a lot better than the way that we could have fucked it. That first 45 minutes will haunt me for the rest of my days, I think. I'll never want to remember them again. Chimiki scoring an overhead kick is something that I was not expecting, but nonetheless, it's another double for that guy, so tip your hat to him. He seems to do it in very important games, but Celtic respond in kind. Rio managed to get it across the line from a penalty save for Butland. Two really good saves actually on the line for Butland, but we got there. On top of that Tierney header that opened our little hope though. We don't want that, but yeah, Greg, you're absolutely spot on. Every game is must win now, quite literally. Like, you need to beat Aberdeen, you need to beat Motherwell. Those two matches are fucking huge, because they're either side of a massive cup match, when again, I don't mind throwing the cup game away as much. I feel like both Rangers and Celtic fans will understand it's not the worst thing if you lose that match. As much as you don't want to lose to your rivals, of course you want to beat them. I still want to hammer them, of course. But you would rather prioritise the league if you're Celtic and Rangers at this point. If you're Hearts, you are laughing, man. You've got like the best case scenario when it comes to the run out. But they do need to face both Celtic and Rangers at least once more, and that's going to be the thing that could trip them up, because it's a 6-point swing. Celtic are only 5 points behind if we beat Aberdeen. So that game against Aberdeen is massive. The one against Motherwell is huge because, again, we haven't been particularly convincing against the boys at Fir Park this season. So if we can get a result against the Steelmen at Paradise, very, very solid. Your birthday yesterday, Martin O'Neill's today, and your daughter's on Wednesday. You've got a ticket. Oh, fucking excellent, Keith, man. That's incredible. I do hope you enjoy the game on Wednesday, man. That is absolutely world class. I hope you enjoy yourself. And well, happy birthday to your daughter, and elated and belated birthday to yourself as well, my guy. Well, it's not a bad thing for Martin O'Neill's, you know, aged birthday. It's, you know, fucking the gift was my Rio scattering it over the line at the same age that Martin O'Neill will probably retire as Celtic manager, man. Enjoy your trip to Pittodrie, exactly, man. You'll be representing for us, man. Just bring a banner that says, like, Caucasian, it's me, and I'll fucking try and find you in the crowd, big man. You enjoy yourself, though. I hope you have a world-class time out here. And speaking of world-class, I'm going to now go and have a world-class meal, because I didn't eat in preparation for this game. But I think it was kind of worth it, to be honest. I mean, we did relatively okay. Like, can't really bitch about the way that it ended. Managed to gain a couple of subscribers, which is always a positive, so thank you for that. I don't know how we did for likes. I can't honestly see. I'd imagine that we'll hopefully beat 25. That'd be very nice. And like I said, you can join us for the next game if you would like to as well. That will be again on the 4th of March, 3 days from now, so Wednesday night, as Keith will. He won't be with us, he'll be in the ground, but that's the only exception to the rule, and we love to see that, man. We absolutely love to see that. But let me just pull up the outro music that we need to and we can get ready to wrap things up here. If you got any more questions, you're more than welcome to throw them in chat. We've got about, give or take, a minute or two before we start wrapping things up, so I'll allow you to throw any ones in. If you're asking me for man of the match, it's going to be a hard one. For me, personally, I think it's got to go to, I'd say either Tierney or, yeah, I'd say Tierney or Rio. I think Rio, just because he did change the game from the midfield perspective. We started winning the battles because he was actually, you know, pressing them like Oxlade wasn't. and obviously scoring the goal's always nice. Tierney was very consistent in that sense. Dane Murray had a very good second half as well. Take away the mistake in the first half, he was actually really good, putting some decent blocks, but I think that mistake really mobbed his shout for man of the match for me. Scales, kind of the same thing. Araujo, same kind of thing. Tierney was the only defender that actually didn't put a foot wrong. Sinisalo didn't have much in terms of saves to make today, but was comfortable when he needed to be. So in that sense, not too worried, not too annoyed in the slightest. I think for me, Tierney just about maybe edges it, just because again got us back into the game, kind of fired us up in the right way, and obviously led us into some good things towards the closing 20 minutes into that match. So I think on paper, one of the two of them deserves the credit. But that first, those 2 goals were entirely preventable that we conceded, and that's the part that's going to really probably sit with O'Neill, especially in preparation for next week. It'll be like, how do we limit those mistakes? And if we can do that, then it's going to be way more complicated for Rangers to do much, because once we set up shop in the midfield and actually played them at their own game, they didn't make many chances. So do the same thing, and hopefully it works out. But like I said, that game at Pittodrie is the kind of main thing in the meantime. So let's get ready to wrap this up. Right up. So as we know, let's get this already done, and let's do outro. So thank you for watching, thank you for coming along, thank you for taking the time to join us, whether you've been a Celtic fan, Rangers fan, anywhere in between. Does not matter, your view and your support is appreciated nonetheless. If you've been a subscriber for a while, thank you for sticking around with us, and if you just joined us this stream, then please be sure to join us for the next one. Like I said, we'll be up against Aberdeen, like we've just talked about, on the 4th. If you want to join us, you're more than welcome to do so. We kick off we'll be live about 10 minutes before kick-off, I should say. You know how it tends to go with these types of things. But yeah, hopefully a good game is to be had, and then we go again for the cup. We've pretty much a cup final for us. It's a massive match at Ibrox next week, so we need to go and potentially get something out of that 1-2. But on the day Celtic managed to get the job done, it ends to a piece, so we cannot argue with that on a lot of ways, to be honest with you. I think we'll take it on the merit of play, given how things could have gone. So it's one of those. But again, very much a decent dug-in performance from us. Hopefully we can kick on and do what's needed from there. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that needs to be done. So thank you for watching, thank you for coming along. As always, Celtic are still the best goddamn team on the planet, and as always, it'll help. Have a good one. You just take it easy. Hopefully we'll be back on Wednesday for yet another heartbreaking and heart-wrenching and heart-palpitating performance where we somehow score another like 95th minute winner or something. Watch it happen, it would be very, very funny. Until then though, catch yous after. Enjoy yourselves. Hey well, have a good one. Take it easy. At least we got something out of that game.